And hello, Internet. Welcome to Land Beyond the Mist. We are at session 37 today, which is quite exciting. I'm happy to start getting up there in numbers. So, we have a new player amongst us in the Mist, which is very exciting. It's been a while since that's happened. And I'm ready to play. So I'm just going to jump in and let people introduce themselves. And why don't we start with Rumble Roar? Welcome to the Mist, my friend.
Hi everyone, I'm Rumble Roar. I'm one of the many Nicks. There are lots of us. We have formed a council. I will be bringing Ernie, the bard, to the mist. Ernie worships heretical texts
Mm.
of his muse. Her name is Taylor. She runs so fast. Some might call her Taylor the Swift.
I
And
forgot
he
you
has
were
come
doing
into the
that.
mists seeking any sort of way to get closer to his beloved muse.
Yes. I think you have come to the right place to get closer to these heretical texts. I'm very excited to see you play. Welcome to the Miss. Why don't we slide on over to Soul Crusher? Welcome back to the Miss. Why don't you give yourself and your character a little intro?
Hello, guys. It's me once more, back to bring terror into the mist by fighting whatever we come across. I'm not muted, am I?
No,
Okay, there
you're
we go.
good.
The first dodge of the day, right there. Yeah, I'm bringing Randall into the mist. I think we're hunting giants maybe today. I think that's what we're out to do. We're slated to find something out there. He's running around in his cloak. He's got pants on and a shirt today, like a formal business shirt. And it looks like he's going for an interview. He's got like ink stains all over his face, probably from writing letters. You know,
Well,
just
very
doing his thing.
nice. All right. Well, always good to play with you. And let's move over to Corin. Welcome back to the Mist, my friend.
Yeah, today I'm bringing Talise. I'm also a member of the Council of Nicks, by the way, and you should check out our latest release where we stated that the Everything Bagel was the canonically best bagel. Um,
Mm.
but Talise is here because he or she's heard that a person in the mist has found a bag of duplicating gold and has vastly underutilized it simply because they might lose everything.
All right. Well, let us see what happens when you press your luck with the Purse of Greed. I am excited as always to see if it eats all of your stuff. And last but certainly not least, we have John DM. Welcome back. Why don't you give yourself a little introduction?
Why, hello, Greg Hansen. I am the Milkman. You might know me as Harold the Herald, or otherwise known as the Milkman. I shoot milky blasts of Eldritch Blast, which was a reference to the Pale Rider, but has since become something else. Uh, Guys, I play Age of Sigmar Soulbound now, and holy shit, it is a fantastic system in game. I just
Awesome.
want everyone to play that.
Well,
Let's stop
first
this right now,
let's
Greg.
play 5e, and then we can talk.
Okay.
All
Games
right.
Workshop's shill.
Well, welcome back to the Miss. The four of you have gathered, as we have briefly touched on, under the auspices of giant hunting. More specifically, the Cold Iron Company is willing to pay up to 150 gold pieces for the successful elimination of a giant that has moved in near Stallion's Run. So, who amongst you brought this hardy group together, and what is it about this mission that spoke to you?
I think that was me. Yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
was me. I think Randall has, the mist is super dangerous all the time. There are weird monsters out. We can't let a giant run around near Stallion's Run. That could just, it could mess up the whole economy of the area. That's where everyone gets their horses, and you know, you can't just let that thing run around and be crazy in the mist. It could kill
Mm-hmm.
somebody.
It could. All right. The four of you so gather in the Cloak and Stagger, ready to hunt down this giant that is disrupting the horse trade in the mist. Are there any preparations that you would like to make here in town? It sounds like there might be some Purse of Greed play, but is there anything else that you'd like to do as well before heading out?
I underhand throw our good friend Randall 90 gold.
Oh,
Thank you. I will make this a wonderful purchase, and then I will run on down to the barracks in a minute. I think
Okay.
after our homie over here uses his money on the Purse of Greed. Good luck, bud.
Yeah, Talise will take out 100 gold. I heard you had something special.
Yeah, I'll hold open the Purse of Greed and say, yeah, there's a chance that it will give you 50% return on your money, or it'll devour it.
Worth
Word.
pumping 100 gold.
It also works on certain magical items, sometimes consumable, sometimes not.
All right. Well, you dump your 100 gold, you said, into the Purse of Greed. It disappears.
10 platinum, actually, canonically.
Oh, okay. 10 platinum. You dump your 10 platinum inside the Purse of Greed, where it disappears inside, ready to be pulled out, should it not be devoured inside. As you go to pull your platinum back out, go ahead and roll me a d20. Currently, there's a 40% chance of your gold being devoured. Oh, you reach inside. You think you're going to pull out some platinum coins, but the purse just sucks up on your hands and you pull out nothing as it has devoured all of its contents. Randall, you may reset this to 5%.
Ernie, who has been standing here the entire time but is a gnome and no one saw him, goes, "Hey, cool magic trick. How'd you do that? Who are you? What do you mean? I'm coming to fight the... I don't know. I'm Ernie."
All right, you guys ready to see me lose 322 gold?
No, I need to roll again. It can't happen twice.
No, I'm the
right?
gambler.
No, get out of here.
Let me do
This is
something
a really
first.
cool trick.
Guys,
I
this is-
haven't gotten up from the seat. That means it's still my turn to gamble.
Okay, all right.
We're
Poor
just
Ernie's like,
degenerates
hi,
now.
party, and they're like, gamble!
Ernie, if we put you in this bag, will we duplicate you, or will it only be half of you?
Just stare.
Shuts down.
You're
Yeah.
putting me in there? Do it.
And look, it was hypothetical.
No, do it.
No way.
Do it. That's a cool trick. I want to know where all that stuff went.
Guys, we're about to see
I
our
don't want to know.
And
I
5
have
minutes
10
into
more
the session, the gnomish bard is devoured.
It's sent off into space somewhere. Yeah.
I'm just counting out 10 more platinum
All
to put
right.
in there.
You slide in 10 more platinum, ready to try to pull it out from the bag. As you reach your hand in to retrieve your platinum, please roll me a d20. That is a success. You retrieve from the bag of 15 platinum coins.
All right, good. So it works. Now we get on to the real game. I'm going to put... Does it work for things that aren't gold? You said it works for some magic items?
We haven't tried anything mundane yet, I don't think.
Currently, you know that the bag has a 50% chance to duplicate potions and scrolls.
All right, time to do some science then. With my
Science,
most important
Mr. Boy.
item, my babies.
I look at my scroll of teleportation. Guys.
I'm gonna put 4 crossbow bolts in and see what happens.
All right. You place your 4 crossbow bolts inside the bag of greed. You wait for a moment, and then you reach into the purse. Go ahead and roll me a d20. You retrieve your 4 crossbow bolts.
Interesting.
Wait, is it a bag or is it not a bag? Magic's getting lame.
It does weird stuff. Okay, it apparently doesn't work on non-magical items.
That's sad. I can't duplicate my babies. I lost so many of them.
So, are you saying it's time to put a scroll of teleportation in here?
I'll get up from the seat, allowing someone else to take the gambler seat.
You know what,
Wait,
guys? I have
was
something
that directed
hilarious
at
to
me?
drop in there.
Yes, Milk.
It was, but you took too long. I'm gonna put a
I'm
potion
sorry,
of
I was
superior
reading the
healing.
teleport spell to see if I really want to get rid of this or not.
It's probably one of the greatest scrolls of all time. Yeah.
And that's why we're going to gamble it. Because I know some wizards out there are going to be like, but I could have learned that if I hit 19th level.
True.
All right, I throw him a scroll of teleportation.
All right.
And then I try to retrieve it.
You slide in your scroll. You wait a moment as the purse consumes it, and then you place your.
I'm so sorry, but can I make a suggestion that if it devours it, can this bag just teleport away? Just be free?
All right. I'm down for that. That's
dastardly
fine. That's
ideas for the DM. I think that's possible. Are you down with that? I heard.
Yeah, that's fine. He rolled really well though.
Oh, the bag does not devour your scroll. Roll me any die. 50-50 chance. Yeah. Lows it doesn't duplicate. High it does.
Okay. Slash roll 1d2. It does not.
It does not duplicate your scroll.
Okay.
Fortunate.
Well, I take the scroll out. I look at it. I look to the bag and say, "You could have been free." Let's
You
go
know
on an
what?
adventure, guys.
Everyone else is gambling. I'm gonna put a potion of superior healing in this thing.
All right. Absolutely. You slide your potion into the purse. You wait but a moment, and then you try to retrieve it. I believe the bag's at 20% to devour things currently.
Yeah, I've been adding it up every time.
Oh, perfect. I love it. Go ahead and give me that d20. That is successful. You pull out your potion. Roll me any die. Lows and highs, just like John.
All right, we'll do a d4. Oh, there we go.
You pull out 2 potions of superior healing.
Excellent. Now I can die slightly less. Yeah. All right, I think that's enough shenanigans, guys, unless someone has something really funny to put in the bag.
I don't think I'll fit. I think we're good.
All right, you are funny, you're right. Yeah, I'm gonna go buy something, and then we should go hit up the library, as always, to harass poor Rose Nix afterwards, so...
Okay. You are heading down to the eastern wall of Rhymeview, where there is an old tower that has been turned into the Cold Iron Company's garrison. You see the men of the guard training in the kind of morning light of Rhymeview, getting their exercise and their swordplay done for the day. And you find a obnoxious ex-adventurer with large mutton chops and a peg leg, manning the kind of booth that keeps the front of house for the Cold Iron Company, the place where citizens can go to buy things like weapons and armor, and generally be the point of contact for the Cold Iron Guild. As you approach, William Grimes recognizes you, kind of, welcome back. What can the Cold Iron Company do for you today?
How's it going, Grimes? I wanted to buy that mithril half plate you had up for that you showed me, and then also, do you know what kind of giant is going and wreaking havoc up in Stallion's Run?
Oh, I've heard of that. Yes, so Stallion's Run has posted that bounty here with us. You might recognize the lord of the manor, Baldry. He is, of course, the one posting. I I don't know exactly from the post what kind of giant it is, but as an adventurer of many different battles, I can only assume it is a hill giant. They have a taste for horse flesh and are voracious eaters. Just greedy things that fill their bellies. If anyone were to stomp on in uninvited to Stallion's Run, I would assume it would be a hill giant.
Okay, all right, excellent.
Yes.
And then that mithril half plate, if you still have it.
Oh, yes, I do. You have the coin today?
Yeah, how much was it again?
Oh, you're going to make me look it up.
Yeah, damn right I am.
Let's see here. You know, I knew you were going to do this. You'd think I would have had my notes sorted out.
Last time I think you said it was 1,000 gold, and I don't know if that's with the discount on there, but it should be 950 with the discount.
That sounds about right. Yes, 950 gold with the discount.
Excellent. I will pay him his money. I will give the man his money.
He counts it out, making sure it's all there, and goes, "Very well, come with me." He pulls out a long, key with a basic kind of spindle on it, and walks you down through the common area of the tower, past where the some of the guard are breakfasting on porridge and gruel and whatever else the Cold Iron Company feeds them, down into the basement, where he unlocks one of a few doors. Seems to be a redesigned dungeon that now is a vault, and inside you see there are many exotic arms and armors, one of which is a gleaming set of half plate of this light bluish metal, that as soon as you put it on will form fit to your body, as it just kind of slides into place almost perfectly.
Nice. And then this was just its half weight, right, for mithril, and then it counts as a +1 half plate
That
armor?
is exactly how it works. Yes. Did I tell you this before?
I think that's what you told me before.
Okay.
You explained a little bit about it, but I just wanted to double check.
It is considered half weight. It is very, very light. It's probably lighter than what you were wearing, or it's very similar to it. Oh no, you don't wear anything because you were a barbarian.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, no, it's not lighter than
degenerate
nothing.
Barbarian. Yeah.
But it is very light for half plate. Very flexible movement wise, and it is a master crafted piece of mithril armor, which means that it is +1 AC from your standard half plate.
Okay, perfect. And that's all that I need here, unless somebody needs something else.
We duplicate that real quick.
Hell no.
Put it in the bag. Put it in the bag.
I'll put you in the bag.
All right, we take off then. Let's go.
I think I need to go to the tower and
God damn it!
Look, if you have you have to use your resources.
I'm gonna strangle you. Let's get the fuck
Not if I strangle you first, old man.
All right. You make your way out of the guard tower, back across Rhymeview into the residential district to a large tower that rises up over the many houses of the town. Here you will walk inside and find a kind of library with little alcoves of desks and study areas, as well as a central staircase leading up into the tower. Around the central staircase are little glass shelves that you will find items of magical value, little pouches of components and various objects that the tower sells on behalf of the Arcanium Council to the general public. Manning this counter is, of course, Rose Nix, the like barefooted, flower adorned witch that plays with a deck of tarot cards, waiting for somebody to come in on a particularly slow day. She looks up, seeing the four of you, kind of slides her cards together, placing them to the side, and with a smile asks, "How can we help you?"
Hello, Rose. I need to get a book from the library, and then you haven't heard anything about some weird monster running around out in the woods that throws its hair like, and it's like harder than steel or something.
You know, I have heard some rumors of that. Yes. Apparently, some adventurers bit the dust the other day, or had a very hard time going to the tower because of that thing.
You wouldn't happen to know what that thing is, would you, or how to fight it?
Well, I do know a little bit about it. It's an old fae known as a Korid. The creature is usually not very mobile. You wouldn't have seen one up here. The old fae tend to keep to the woods in the south, just east of Rustport, or I guess south of Thornrest would be the easiest way to go about it. As to how to fight it, no, I don't know much about fighting it.
Okay. They were just saying that it hits incredibly hard. And the more it got hurt, apparently, the more berserk it went. And it
Oh,
was
you
attacking
know
more,
what?
like, quickly.
Now that I think about it, I have heard a trick or two about fighting the thing. Um, this may just be rumor and hearsay, but apparently its great strength is derived from its connection to the earth. So if you were to deprive it from its solid footing on the ground, its strength would be reduced. I do know that your speech of it being very, very strong just joggled my memory a little bit. As to how to make it lose its connection with the earth, well, that is unfortunately not my expertise.
Well, I'll spread that rumor around so that way whoever runs across it next time will hopefully stand a better chance.
Hmm.
I'm going after giants today. I just need to check out a book on giant anatomy,
Oh,
the useful parts, that kind of stuff.
absolutely. I am sure that we have something on giants here. Give me a moment, and I will pull some books together for you to peruse. And she
Didn't you just look at a regular anatomy book, but smaller? Why do you need a big book?
Well, giants are bigger. Of course, the book will be bigger, right?
You sure? Seems
I think
excessive.
so.
That's how books work, yeah.
Is that the rule?
The
Shit.
more the subject matter.
Good thing I only read gnome literature.
I've never seen a book on gnomes.
She brings
So
back
small.
a cart full of books, most of them normal size, but there is one giant book that stands as tall as our gnomish companion Ernie. And she says, of all the books on giants, this one here seems about to be the best. Who would have guessed?
I'll take it. Thank you. Ernie, do you want your
looks like-
fortune read?
No, but I got a sleeping bag now, right? Can I sleep in the book?
I want you to sleep in the
Fortunes?
book.
Wait,
Yes.
fortunes?
Yeah, Nick's
can read
Rose's
fortunes.
fortunes if you ask her nicely enough.
Oh, yes, of course. I would be happy to read the fortune for you. I don't believe I've seen you around before.
I'm Ernie. Nice to meet you.
Oh, it's nice to meet you as well, Ernie. Here.
What do you need to know about me? Do I need to pay you? I don't know how this works. This is fun. Also, that book is really tall. Please move that away from me. I'm very terrified. Don't let it fall.
Mouth ball, run!
I think Randall's just holding it like above him. So
Just like, dude, bro, put it down. Come on.
let's just start reading it. Like, don't worry, you're good. You're good. I won't drop
Rosnick
it.
says, no, there's no need to pay me. I enjoy this. And she pulls those tarot cards back up and kind of fans them out in front of you. And you can see that the cards are not tarot as you know them. They feature beasts of nightmare and like strange entities that almost defy comprehension. And as she fans them out, she begins to like shuffle them together. and starts laying them out in a strange order. And as she does this, go ahead and roll me 1d52.
1d52.
Yes, please. That is a 16. Excellent. So a 16 is going to be a small number. That is a 2 of dreams. You have dreamt of failure recently. And you know that this is going to come about regardless of your intervention. You now have a 2 as a portent that can only be used on yourself or your party members.
Wow. Only in my wildest dreams.
If you don't use it, I have the ability to take it away from you and give advantage to one of my creatures.
I'll take the 2 portent.
All right.
Good luck, everybody else.
All right. Excellent.
07, comrade.
To least you were wanting to pull one too, right?
Yeah, that looked like fun.
Excellent.
I want to dream of the downfall of my party members too.
Monster.
You see her fan them out, begin to reshuffle them again for you, and begins to lay them out. And as she does so, please roll me a 1d52.
16.
Very good. You you roll the 5 of blades. You have a fate of blades broken. You have a 5 that you may use as a portent on any combat dice roll, yourselves or your opponents.
I
Nice.
inch my way closer to the cards.
Blades broken. So
How
you're
many
saying
of
I
these?
shouldn't put my daggers in the bag?
She says, that sounds very ominous to me. You inch your way closer to the cards. You want your fortune read as well?
Yes, I have a question on how many are related to death.
Oh, well, there's a whole suit of death. And she, like, lays out, like, the most fearsome looking nightmare creatures.
I want to pick one of those. I want to pick one of those, Greg.
She says, "Oh, we'll see," and shuffles them all together and lays out your fortune. Roll me 1d52.
Good roll. Or bad roll. It's high roll.
You roll the trump of death. You are cursed to fail your death saving throws. Each death saving throw that you make while holding this fortune will be considered one failure.
Okay,
Nice.
good.
That's a great. You know what? I'm gonna go for it too. I'll take whatever one of those are, please.
All right. Go ahead and roll me 1d52.
24.
24. You roll a 9 of dreams. You have dreamt of mediocrity. Somewhere, somehow, the fate of the mediocre will befall you or your party. You will have a 9 portent that is only used on yourself or your party. If you would like, I can take it away from you to give advantage to one of my creatures.
9 is fine.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Can you just run that by me one more time so I can remind myself? Something
You
death
have the
save?
trump of death. You are destined to fail your death saving throws. When you are on the brink of death, death calls to you. Every death saving throw you make will be considered a failure, a single failure.
Perfect.
Yep.
All death saves equal failure. Cool.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries. She smiles at all of you and says, "Strange fates for the four of you. I hope that all goes well, knowing what may lie in store."
Thanks.
Thank you.
All
Nice
right.
to meet you.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you as well. Hopefully we see you again.
Ha ha ha. Yeah, I didn't dream anything weird or scary. Ha ha ha. And then he
Same.
looks really, really awkwardly toward Talise, and then looks back at Nyx, and he's like,
Nyx nods her head sagely. All right. With your fortunes read and a giant book taken from the library, is there any other preparations? Is the word I was trying to say that you need to take care of in town, or are you ready to begin your adventure forth?
Let's do it.
I think I'm ready, yeah.
All right, excellent. So, we know where you are going. Up to Stallion's Run, I presume, unless you are trying to make a stop somewhere else.
I think that's where we have to go.
All right, perfect. By my calculations, this is not where we're starting from. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes up to Stallion's Run as the crow flies. So that is... or you're going sideways? What path would you like to take, friend?
This is the perfect path, of course, where we spend 40 days trying to get to it somewhere really close.
All right. Troll path aside, I assume you're going straight
Or
towards it.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
not fucking around.
All right, excellent. With 4 hexes, it is about a single day's journey to Stallion's Run, assuming nothing goes wrong on the way. What is the method of travel that you would like to partake in?
I think we should be good just on foot.
All right, just walking.
Yeah.
Walking, it turns out, is free. You do not have to pay us anything to walk. The next thing I need to know is there are 4 travel roles for our new player: the provisioner, the scout, the guide, and the lookout. Each of them will play a part in the kind of montage getting you to your destination. Each will have a role associated with them, or the chance, in the case of the provisioner, to do some other fun stuff. The provisioner will determine how much food and water and supplies each you have. The scout will make sure that you are on the right path and that you are not losing time or getting lost or stuck. The guide is there to make sure that the strenuous journey does not overcome you. And the lookout, of course, is there to make sure that creatures do not surprise or otherwise waylay you. Who amongst you will be taking which role during this journey?
Randall would be scouting for danger.
Randall will be our scout. Okay.
Please, as usual, be the lookout.
Talise will be our lookout.
Hate you. I want to be
Get wrecked.
well, good thing I'm the provisioner, and I don't get lumped into the final role that's left.
All right. Ernie, you are the provisioner. Harold, that means you'll be the guide. Is that all right?
I suppose I'm the guide.
You suppose.
Let me look at guide real quick.
All right, let us start with our provisioner here. As you are gathering up the party, ready to leave Rhymeview and head out towards your destination, you have a choice of how you will be provisioning for the party. There are 3 ways of doing it. The first is foraging. You will spend time during the journey looking for locations of potable water, hunting for game or edible vegetation, that kind of thing. There's a role there that I will inform you of should we come to it. There is magical providence, and you must know at least one spell or have a magic item that will provide food and water for the party. You'll mark off that spell for the duration of the travel phase, and you will magically provide for your party. And the final is the pack rat, probably our most popular provisioner tactic, where you may purchase travel rations here in town before heading out. Do you know which way you would like to provision for the party?
Ernie, having traveled to many music festivals in search of his muse Taylor, will gladly find food along the way, because it's easy to find food. It's so easy to find food. He's just a gnome. He only needs but a couple bites. Everyone else is just a little bit bigger than him. All we need is just a little bit, right? Plus, I've got all the stories to keep everybody entertained on the way. No one will go hungry.
No one will go hungry. I love it. So you set out confidently from the city of Rhymeview, passing through the local forests as the like footsteps kind of echo around you. Bird calls cry out. Small creatures run through the underbrush. As you are heading out, Ernie, please describe to me your efforts to provision for the party. What did they look like?
Being a gnome, I'm used to being low to the ground, so foraging for berries, mushrooms that won't make us see various gods. Right up my wheelhouse.
All right, it sounds like you are being a very traditional scavenger. For me, I will ask that you make me a survival wisdom check. The DC for the forests and grasslands in this region is 13. Ooh.
Guys, these mushrooms are great.
On a failure, your efforts are in vain. The party will run out of food or water on the journey. Each one of you, please take 1 level of exhaustion. During this travel phase, Ernie, what is it that causes your provisioning efforts to fail? Like, is it the mushrooms? Do we get the wrong ones? What is it?
I think it's a combination of Ernie didn't quite gather enough for all of his friends, and just the physical act of him telling every possible story about Taylor the Swift to his colleagues just is mentally draining. Like they want to believe he will stop, but he won't. He won't ever stop talking about her. I have so many stories about Taylor. Oh, Milkman, how have you never been to a show before?
I am beginning to learn what is hate.
All right. With
sounds like you've listened to a lot of her songs.
Crawling in my crawl.
With some empty bellies and a rumble in your gut, you continue on pressing through the forest, eventually getting into the grasslands, where there is just kind of an open plain of grass, very few landmarks along the way. As you are making your way through this land, I would like to zoom in for a moment on the scout roll. Randall, you of the new shiny half plate mail, are responsible for scouting the terrain, making sure that you find the best route between destinations, and that you are not otherwise lost or stuck, waylaid in the kind of plains here. Please describe to me your efforts to scout the terrain.
You know, it worked really well last time, so Randall is using his boots of flying to, like, fly out up and ahead of everybody. So just keep an eye on the terrain to make sure we're not getting into any bogs or anything weird like that.
Okay, excellent. You fly out ahead of the party using your boots, trying to keep an eye on the terrain. Please make me a standard perception wisdom check. Your DC for the scout is going to be 12.
Okay. Can I use... If I use the 9 of Dreams, do I still get my modifier to that?
Yes, the 9 replaces the D20 roll.
Okay, I will do that, and it's +5, so should have a 14.
Okay, excellent. You have dreamed of the mediocrity that you do here, keeping an eye out. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just mediocre. You fly ahead, keeping an eye out, maybe missing some places, maybe, singing to yourself or something, maybe inspecting your shiny plate mail. But you do enough to make sure that there are no bogs, there are no pitfalls. The terrain is fairly simple, and your mediocre scouting is enough to make your way through the terrain. The party will not lose any time on this particular journey. Please mark for me inspiration for your successful scouting of the terrain.
Mark inspiration
Excellent.
for your excellently mediocre skill.
Yes, please mark inspiration
yeah.
for your mediocrity.
We're mediosyncretists.
Excellent. The party continues on through the mid-morning into the kind of later afternoon, pressing forward through the kind of sameness of the plains, not being lost, ever following the boots of Randall as he flies ahead of you. And that brings us to our lookout, Talise. You're responsible for making sure that enemies do not waylay you, surprise you on the journey. Please describe to me your efforts for keeping a sharp eye as a lookout.
Well, we have a big flying barbarian flying above, so I think, as a party, we're going to be fairly easy to notice for anything. So I think the big thing that I'm doing is I'm trying to stay hidden. So he's out in front of everyone, except me, because I'm, hidden under him, trying to find people that are noticing the big flying barbarian before they can do it.
Talise hides in the shadow of the barbarian. Very good. Please give me a stealth dexterity check as you hide in the shadows of the flying barbarian to keep a sharp eye out. That is a 15. Your DC as the lookout is... Your DC as the lookout is 12. Perfect. You successfully keep a sharp eye out. You and your party will not be surprised by strange creatures along the way. Please mark inspiration for your successful lookout for the party. And it's here that we will zoom in a little bit further. The party is making their way through kind of a nice little road that they've found. Not made by man, but by the kind of countless footsteps that have walked through the grasses here, beating them down. And there are some shrubs nearby that have something a little bit wrong with them. And Talise, as you look more closely, you find that there are creatures made of grasses, stuffed into cloth, hiding amongst the shrubs, as if waiting in ambush for you and your party. As you look closer underneath the shadow of your great barbarian, you find 4 figures stuffed in the high grassland, attempting to hide from you. And it looks a bit like the map that we see here for the party, as creatures are attempting to ambush you. You have the opportunity to warn your party and get yourself a head start. What do you do as you come across this ambush site?
These shrubs have grubs, everybody. Watch out.
All right. You make a shout to your party, alerting them of the danger. As you shout, the bags of grass-like creatures stand up. You can see almost scarecrow-like masks drawn into the bags, and sharp like spiky growths out of their fingers, like almost like grass claws. There's clearly a number of them. Do you stand and fight as a party, or do you have another plan to escape?
We fight.
We fight. With that, I want all of you to roll me initiative.
So
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, baby.
Great start.
okay. I did have one thing I wanted to say, but we kind of skipped my thing.
Did we
I
skip
have
you
a
as a guide?
We sure as shit did. Greg,
Oh
but
my
it's
goodness.
fine.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. I just wanted to point out that Harold has a new invocation, which makes him very scary to his party members. As a bunch of dead mayflies are constantly surrounding him, dropping and then either reviving themselves or new ones spawning from his flesh. He has
Alright.
the invocation known as Cloak of Flies.
Ooh, very fun.
Indeed.
All right. Well, as the cloak of flies flaps around you, the combat is ready to begin. I don't know why it's not going in descending order here.
Oh.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay. Just had to add a random A to the list. It does not have my enemies. That's probably part of it. What did they roll? They didn't roll anything. Okay. Roll 20 giving me some problems here. What if this goes through? That add to the list? It sure did, and it added right to the bottom. Randall, you and the party all go first here. What do you do as these creatures rise up out of the shrubberies?
Randall hates being ambushed canonically. It's the worst thing to happen of all time. He will be very upset and angry as he roars, enraging himself and runs at this scarecrow person.
Very nice.
And he is going to recklessly beat the shit out of it.
Very good.
We shall do this one. Nope.
No.
This seems about right for Randall. 15?
The 15 will hit as you swing your great claw down and then back up, striking this like padded grass creature right in the chest.
All right. 30 lightning damage.
Oh, you strike this creature viciously, bringing it to bloodied as like whole bits of stuffed grass come flying out the back of it. There's like a tear in its like baggy skin like wrappings.
And that will be my turn. I don't have a bonus action anymore, so I had to use it to rage.
All right, Talise, it is your turn. What will you do?
I'll. We're a little surrounded. I will go ahead and use my bonus action to ignite my 2 daggers. I guess I don't even need to be next to them. God. That changed what I want to do. Okay. We're just gonna be here.
Okay.
And gonna strike out with my main hand at this thing.
You strike out with your main hand at the scarecrow. The serpent's bite lashes out, but the creature is more nimble than you expect, sliding out of the way of your attack.
All right. That's my turn.
All right. Arnie, it comes to you. You're standing very close to the suddenly, dead fly aura spellcaster. What do you do?
Ernie pulls out his horn and starts heading in the direction of Randall.
Okay.
Come on, buddy, you got this! And gives him some bardic inspiration as a bonus action.
Excellent.
Without dropping the horn or a beat, he then turns to the scarecrow person right by Randall and says, "You suck!" And casts vicious mockery.
Despite the barbarism of your words, this grass-stuffed creature just ignores you, gives you a of grass and seed in your direction.
Man, that's unfortunate. Good luck, buddy.
Harold, it comes to you. What will you do?
I am the ominous specter that is now approaching, and I will move like so. And then I will use my Azamar ability known as Radiant Consumption, creating a 10-foot aura around myself that deals damage at the start of my turn. And if I hit something, I will be able to add even more damage to it for once a turn, I think.
All
Did
right.
I read that correctly? Okay, that's it. That's all I do.
You begin shedding bright light, illuminating the dying flies falling around you in great relief. And you stand in the like same area as this creature. The scarecrow's turns will go. Let us deal with your auras here. I believe at the start of its turn, it's going to take poison damage and radiant damage.
It will take poison damage. At the start of my turns, it will take radiant damage. But if you want to do it all at once, I'm fine with that too.
The radiant damage is at the end of your turn. And it also does damage to you.
It does do damage to me at the start of my turn, I believe. Oh no, at the end of each of my turns, yeah.
Okay, so at the end of your turn, it will take radiant damage, and at the beginning of its turn, it will take some poison damage. Let's go ahead and resolve the radiant here.
It will suffer 3 radiant damage and then 5 poison.
All right, it suffers 3 points of radiant damage. And then at the beginning of its turn, it is in this like ill aura of poison and death, and it suffers 5 more points of damage.
Yeah.
This creature is going to use its turn to look deeply into your eyes, John. It stares into your soul, and you feel a creeping dread run up your spine. Please make me a DC 12 Wisdom saving throw.
That is a fail.
That is a fail. You are magically frightened and paralyzed until the end of the Scarecrow's next turn.
Oh.
It will then move away from you. And it is going to creep into Talise's space here, where it raises its claws towards you to make a single attack. With a 22, it rips and rends past your
What if that
defense.
were a 5, though?
Ooh, but you have seen this very moment in your dreams. You see its claws break upon your armor as its attack fails entirely to penetrate you. Excellent. With that, this creature here is going to slide forward over and over towards Ernie, and he goes, "You are a shitty insult artist!" And he begins to slash his claws at you.
Ernie, no!
The first one is a 17, which is going to bypass your armor as you play. Please take 8 points of slashing damage and make me a DC 11 Wisdom saving throw.
You are muted, Rumble.
I figured it out.
All right, you succeed. You are not frightened, but you are gashed by the claws. It then turns its head and it looks into your eyes, Randall. It is staring deep into your skull, into your soul. You feel a like chill run up your spine. Go ahead and make me a DC 12 of Wisdom saving throw.
I shall try.
All right, you succeed, shaking off the fear that creeps up your spine, and you are free of its influence. This scarecrow appears going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then it's going to dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30, getting as close as it can to the rest of you. And this one down here is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and it is going to dash up next to Talise. Randall, it is your turn. You've just shaken off this fear. You see your new gnomish friend get slashed by the grassy claws of the scarecrow. What do?
I'll yell to him, "Shake it off! Shake it off, friend! You can do it!"
He drew stars around my scars. Now I'm bleeding.
I'm gonna recklessly attack this one in front of me. I love you guys. 15.
A 15 will hit.
All right. Just a little bit. 21.
21 points of damage. You slay the scarecrow in front of you. It explodes in a bolt of lightning, grass and seeds flying in all directions. It lies still and dead at your feet.
Rest in pieces, you shitty scarecrow. So I'll run over to this one and give him my next attack.
All right.
You may have one more. 24.
24 hit.
All right. Massive.
15 points of damage. All right, you smash this creature with your great claw. Grass and seeds fly from it, but it is not bloodied. It stares at you menacingly.
I will hit it one more time with the butt, the mighty butt.
The
29.
mighty butt strikes the creature clean.
13 lightning
points
damage.
of lightning damage. That is indeed enough to bloody the creature. Rips and tears form in its bag-like skin as grass and seed fall to the ground.
Excellent. And that shall be my turn.
All right, excellent. Talise, you are now surrounded on both sides by these creatures. What will you do?
You know, I don't like the idea of being outnumbered. Let's uneven the odds. And I will pull out a bag of magical seeds. I didn't ask you what kind of action this is, but I'm doing it regardless. It's probably an action.
Yes, interacting with a magic item is an action. But you awaken bushes or trees. There are definitely some bushes nearby. Excellent. Let's find you some awakened shrubs.
I believe you said even if I just threw them on the ground, they would sprout bushes. So
Yes.
I didn't put that in here, but there are actual canonical bushes, so I like that.
Perfect. How many seeds do you throw?
I will throw all 4. So the 4 nearest bushes to me, these 2 here, this one, and
Oh no.
All right. All right, you should have control over these tokens. Let me know if you do not.
all right, looks good.
All right, excellent. And then I will work on getting you control of their. I'll give you control of their character sheet. All right, you throw your seeds, awakening shrubs around you. They will act on your initiative. What do the shrubs do?
I think they're just gonna like punch this dude.
All right, excellent. In the Roll20, there should be an awakened shrub character sheet that you can use to rake these scarecrows.
Absolutely. They are not very strong, but that is fine.
That is a 4, a 19. That'll hit. A 3 and a 6. There's one successful raking of the creature for 2 points of slashing damage. Bits of its cloth are ripped away from it, so seeds begin to spill on the ground. Erner, it is your turn. You have seen the creature that slashed you slain. What do you do next?
Bit on the slain creature, which slighted me once. Head in this direction. Wait, click. Your ass is grass!
Oh, I love it! The Scarecrow will make a wisdom saving throw, failing this time for 3 points of damage from the vicious mockery.
And it has disadvantage on the next attack roll.
Perfect, and it is mocked supremely so that it has a disadvantage. I love it. We're gonna give it the like broken back. That's how badly you mocked it. Excellent. Harold, you are paralyzed, stuck in
chilling.
fear.
I suffer 3 damage.
You suffer 3 damage from your radiant aura. At the end of the Scarecrow's turn, you will become unparalyzed.
So,
The Scarecrows go. This Scarecrow is now surrounded by bushes. It's being raked at, from all sides. It rolls. It will attack a bush. It is going to attack the bush just directly south of it. And it is going to make 2 claw attacks. The first, totally missing. He just doesn't know how to fight his own kind. He then swings again, unable to overcome this mental block. He just can't fight another bush. This
9
one,
AC for them, by the way.
It was just hiding in that bush. That's its home. It can't
that's
make
its home, yeah. This creature here is going to try to slash at you, Talise. Its first attack will be at disadvantage. And it is unsuccessful, unable to shake off the mockery, knowing that its ass is indeed grass. Like, the literalness of that savage pun just seeps into its mind. It gives a half-hearted swing at you. However, its next attack, it shakes its head, knows it needs to do better, and rolls a 17, which is just enough to, like, grasp its claws past your armor. Except...
The blocky shield that looks like it comes out of Minecraft pops up in front of me, just like catching the blade in one of its little like jagged corners.
Nice.
Or the claws.
Perfect. The blocky Minecraft shield just snags its claws, pushing it back as it's unable to rend into you. Randall, you are face down with a bloodied one. This creature is going to use its stare attack that it still has. Go ahead and make me a DC 12 wisdom saving throw as you feel the chill of fear run up your spine.
Here we go. Fuck.
You are frightened and paralyzed until the end of the Scarecrow's next turn. As you are paralyzed, it will then swing its claws at you with advantage. That is a 21. You're already afraid. Don't worry about the wisdom saving throw here. But you will take 5 points of slashing damage.
Alright, I will take it. Reduced to 2 because I am angry.
You are so angry right now. All right, Randall,
I'm gonna
you are
kill you.
paralyzed in fear. Talise,
Nope.
it comes to you. The shrubs and you are surrounding this this poor Scarecrow. What do you do?
Now that this guy is just struggling with the scrubs and the scrubs, also the scrubs, but the shrubs and the fact that it has to fight its own home, I will, as it's distracted, bring down 2 fiery dagger whips on.
That will hit. For 8, 9, 14 points of damage on this injured scarecrow. That is enough to bloody it as your blades rend its grassy flesh. That's actually 28 damage, as it is super effective. The creature alights in a fiery blaze. 28, 35, 38. That is enough to kill it outright as your serpent's bite just engulfs it in total flame.
And I guess, then turn my secondary blade that was halfway down already, and I'll just swing around at the other one behind.
Excellent. 16 will hit.
Let me make sure Okay, that is right. Okay. That should be correct.
For 6 points of damage at the southernmost scarecrow. Excellent.
Alright. And then my awakened shrubs will surround this one, fleeing as far as they can from the
from the auras.
fires.
Yes.
Just do like that.
All right.
And they will make their ineffectual attacks.
10 will miss. A 6 will miss. 5 will miss. The
Wait,
4
hang on. I call a portent on that.
Oh, okay.
That's a 2.
That's a 2.
Got it.
Very good. You have dreamed of the failure of your allies. Little did you know that it was the failure of a shrubbery.
No, you bush, no!
This spring makes so much sense now.
It's like, wow, I thought I was just really high. Excellent, excellent, excellent. With that, the shrubs finish their turn, and Ernie, it is up to you. What will you do?
I'm gonna scoot this way with my horn still out, blast at this one. It's gonna be forever, but you're gonna go down in flames as I viciously mock him.
Very good. That is an unsuccessful mockery.
It wasn't my favorite song anyway. It's fine. Move on.
Unfortunate.
Harold, you blink your mind free of the fear and are ready to act. What will you do?
Yeah. I'm gonna move here and maybe damage a party member. I was hoping they'd move out of melee range, but it's fine. I will first start off with a beautiful thing known as the Hexblade's Curse. This will allow me to crit on a 19 as well as do extra damage based off whatever the hell proficiency bonus. Guys, there's a lot going on. I'm wasting a lot of time being this character. Finally, I will then flail them because I'm a mad lad.
Because you're a
Alright.
flailure.
I'm a failure. Thanks so much. All right, I'm gonna flail him once with a 21 to hit.
21, that'll do it. Please roll me some
Okay.
damage.
I will do so, doing 9 minimum damage.
Doing 9 points of damage. However, that is enough to bloody the scarecrow in front of you.
Okay. Since that was my only attack, I will be using my Radiant Consumption activating ability to do an extra 5 radiant damage to it because it's based off my level.
Excellent.
So now it's 14.
Excellent.
And then, at the end of my turn, me and everyone within 10 feet, which is everyone, suffers 3 radiant damage. And at the start of my turn, everyone within 5 feet of me suffers 5 poison damage.
You homewrecker.
All
They're just
right.
destroying these poor scarecrows.
Scarecrow starts its turn. It takes 5. It takes 5 poison damage. So let's add up all of this stuff. We have 8, 17, 22, 28, 31. It is on death's door as it starts its turn. It turns to you in anger and rage and is going to try to put an end to these auras that are hurting it. It claws out at you with a 14. It just cannot penetrate your armor. It just grasps at you in terror, throwing another claw your way. It's getting worse. It knows its time is near, and it is unable to finish you. This scarecrow here is going to take advantage of the terrified Randall and just roll to hit with advantage. The first, a 12, unable to pierce through his mithril armor. The second, an 18. Does that get you?
That
I
hits.
think it does.
That hits, yeah.
Yes. Please take for me 6 more points of slashing damage.
I'm gonna have fun gutting you, Scarecrow.
You're paralyzed. Actually, now you're not. Now you can say
I'm
that.
not anymore now.
You
I'm gonna
blink
take
free
pleasure
your
in beating your
fear.
ass. Yeah, I will slap it in the face with the old bronze claw. 21.
21 hits.
All right, take a lot of damage.
He takes more than enough damage as you send him back to the grass he came from. He falls and dies.
And you see, how far can I get? I can get pretty far. I'll just run over here, screaming incoherently at the moment. Very upset about being scared.
Wonderful. Talise, your turn begins. Please take 5 points of poison damage.
I would be happy to.
All right. And then after you feel the poisoning of this awful necrotic aura that surrounds your companion, what do?
I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
I'm gonna move back over here. I'm gonna ready an action to whip this thing if my plants don't kill it.
All right. The plants all take poison damage. No, they don't.
Just the nearest one.
Only this one here does.
Yep, because
Perfect.
and
And
then I will
let them
roll
make
4 attacks.
their
for that.
rake attacks. That's a hit. Miss. The 12 is a miss. The 4 is a miss. 1 hit for 3 points of slashing damage on this creature. That is enough, I believe. 12, 22, 31, 34. Oh no, it's just 2 points short. Talise, it's gonna fall to you.
All right, I will make my attack.
You strike the creature with your flaming blades. The serpent bites and rends at the scarecrow, engulfing it in fire as it falls and dies. The combat comes to a close. The few of you, or the 4 of you, can look across the plain at these broken down sacks that attacked you. You see little else around you. No summoner or angered wizard. It is just these creatures here in the plains. What did you make of what do you make of this battle, and what are your plans now that it is finished?
Ernie runs up to these bush people to see if any of them have any berries, because we're kind of short on supplies for food.
They're not that kind of bush.
How do you know?
Go ahead and make me a survival wisdom check, Ernie.
Oh, snap. This is it, boys.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That is an 18. You will successfully be able to find some rations for you and your party. You can fill your empty bellies.
Please doesn't get any because he sassed me saying they didn't have berries.
No, I said they didn't want you to take their berries. That's different.
Ernie replies with me, 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 me.
This
hands
will
the berries
not.
to his other two
This will not remove the level of exhaustion that you will gain from your journey, but it will give you like something to eat. It will prevent you from dipping further into exhaustion for your provisions.
Excellent.
Oh.
We're gonna do a culture experiment, and I'm going to use the treasure hunter shovel. It has a locate object spell on it once a day, and I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it to detect scarecrows in my area within 1,000 feet. Are there any more scarecrows somewhere?
Any hot
within
scarecrows in
1,000
our
feet?
area?
With any hot scarecrows in our area, within 1,000 feet. In fact, there are within 1,000 feet. You get 8 pings.
Holy shit, guys! There's 8 more of these things in the area. Should we go see what's going on over there? I'll like point in a direction where I see them.
Did
Are
these
they all
scarecrows have
clustered?
anything on them?
As you check the scarecrows, you find little of value on them. They're these like bags, almost sewn together with other bits of grass, and like terrifying visages and faces rent upon them. But
Would
other
one of
than
them
that,
fit? Would one of them fit on Ernie's head? One of the
you
scary
are a
masks?
gnome, and these are medium-sized creatures. I think the answer is yes. It will definitely fit over your head. It might like fit over your like head and torso a little bit.
Ernie takes the scariest looking head. I've got a dagger to cut it.
Oh, you could cut it short. I like that. Yes, you get a scary scarecrow bag mask.
Don't worry, guys. I got a plan. Ernie does not have a plan.
All right. You are going to hunt down these scarecrows following the trail.
Yeah, I think we can
suppose so.
at least investigate to see like where they're coming from. Perhaps there's some deranged jerk summoning scarecrows. This isn't the first time I've heard of scarecrows coming alive and attacking people. It happens quite frequently, apparently.
Interesting.
Well, the most dangerous thing in this encounter was the milkman smell. So
You look like you're dying over there. It's kind of rank.
All
I didn't
right.
notice that earlier. Have you always been that stinky, bud?
I have been, yes.
Cool, I'm gonna hang out over here.
Push your way forward, tracking the pings that you got from the end of your shovel. As you push through within 1,000 feet, we missed a player on our travel rolls, and now seems like a perfect time to go back and hear about the one and only Milkman and your responsibility to guide the party. As you're pushing through the plains here, your responsibility is to make sure that the labors of the journey do not overcome your party. Please describe to me how you are staving off the labors of this walk through the plains.
So there are a few things that motivate adventurers. One is greed, and I can't give people money because I just gave people money. So that's clearly not going to happen. Another one is lust, and although, fellas, I get it. The milkman, hot as can be. But he is not a tall, cool glass of water for you all today, for he is the third and final motivating force, which is fear. Or disgust, honestly. Interchangeable. And my goal is to frighten and disturb the psyches of my teammates to be more efficient, be less prattly and loud like one of us is being, and to intuitively imply that if you guys keep wasting time, I'm going to put dead flies in your water skins and rations. My goal is to intimidate my own team.
Please make for me a charisma intimidation check. as you try to intimidate everyone into not being exhausted and worn out.
It is a 23.
That is a 23. Please mark inspiration for your successful intimidation of the party as everyone is cowed into working efficiently and without much in the way of, working efficiently and without much in the way of further exhaustion and difficulty. All right. After a little bit of marching through the grasslands, intimidated as best as possible, the four of you are going to come up to a very interesting sight. Ahead of you is a small, almost like quarry in the plains. It seems old and relatively abandoned by humans. But sitting in the center of this quarry are the 8 scarecrows, one of which is quite large and is a central figure at the bottom of this quarry. It appears to be sewing the stitchwork of one of these scarecrows next to it. It looks a bit like this.
That's a chunky scarecrow.
It is
Please,
a
how'd you
big,
get there?
large scarecrow, yes.
I'm in the middle of them.
They don't
You are
see
in the
me.
middle of them somehow. Let's make
I
that
don't
go
know how
away.
that happened.
I look at Randall. We know what we're doing immediately, right?
I immediately look at your fireball staff and say, I
Fireball!
think so.
I shout.
Fireball!
Just building golems. This is
Where's the
Grey Goo scenario.
All right, you chuck a fireball into the middle of them. Excellent.
There we
How
go.
does this thing even work? You have to be in
What
a
did I
square.
roll? Wow,
There we go.
29.
You roll a 29 on the fireball. Perfect. You strike all of these creatures. They will make dexterity saving throws at disadvantage. That is 3. So we're gonna need 3 of these. So that is 2 failures, and this is a 3rd failure. These all take 29 plus double damage. They take 58 points of damage. These 3 smaller scarecrows just fall in gouts of flames. These creatures are immediately dead and unable to function. The one in the center will make its dex save. It will be at disadvantage as well. That is a 17. That is going to successfully save for half. And it will take half of 29 is 14 points of damage. The creature lifts up its head, sets down the blazing doll in front of it that it was sewing on, looks towards you and goes, and points in your direction. Everyone, roll me initiative.
Okay.
It belched at us.
Can I just be 5 feet away from my party at the start so that they obviously don't get hit by my aura immediately?
Sure. Just
Seems
over
like
there.
a
Yeah,
tactical thing. Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Okay, cool. All
Can
right,
you?
and
How often can you do the aura?
forever?
Forever. Very sick.
Until I'm incapacitated, I believe, or dead.
Is it the cloak
Very
of flies,
cool.
Aura?
Yeah, it's the Cloak of Flies. Or I can dismiss it as a bonus action, but then I don't get it for until a short or long rest.
All right. Well, it is the turn of one Talise McGlees as this fireball has erupted down in the quarry. The scarecrow points up at you and roars. What do you do?
Well, it looks like maybe we don't have super clear line of sight down into this pit. I'm going to work on that.
Okay.
Gonna move on over to here. Looks like probably I can get at least a clearer line down. Probably I can see these guys at least.
Very easily, yeah, you can see that one. Like the two on this bridge kind of here, easily seen. There's definitely like two different like elevation changes down to this one, and down to this one.
So I will
there's,
fire at the one across here.
Okay, perfect. That is a 22. Your crossbow bolt fires, sticking right into the chest of this bag-like scarecrow. Grass and seed comes spilling out as it takes 9 points of damage. Excellent.
I'll
All right.
use my bonus action to dash up to, up here on top of this lip.
All right, wonderful. With that, the beasts will go. At the urging of the creature at the bottom, they begin racing forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 feet. And then this one will do much the same, being 4 squares behind its friend. This one here is going to begin climbing, using its athletics to try to climb up the edge of the cliffside, digging its grass-like claws into the loose soil. It is going to unsuccessfully climb the cliff this turn, just making slow progress, watching loose rock and soil like drift down the side of the cliff as it goes. The big scarecrow is going to walk forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It picks up the small scarecrow in its hands.
Oh, shit.
And it is going to throw it up over the cliffside. It roars. And this one will race up 5, 10, 15 feet and make its claw attacks at Talise McGlees.
I don't know how far up I am relative to that, but...
Oh, are you up on the cliffside?
Yeah, I specifically said I was up.
I missed that. I'm very sorry. In that case, it will go 10, 15, 20 more feet. And that'll be as far as it goes. All right. Randall, you see this, like, scarecrow come flying up out of the quarry and is racing up towards your companion rogue. What do you do?
Holy shit, they can fly! But me too! When, oh my goodness. I'll never remember your character's name. When Harold threw his fireball, would I have had enough time to activate my Boots of Flying? It takes an action.
Sure. Yeah, I'll give you your Boots of Flying.
He will rage. He will fly over 30 feet over, right next to this guy, 5 feet off the ground, and slap the crap out of this scarecrow.
Excellent.
I will do this recklessly. It should be this one. 13, I think, is a miss, right?
13 is a miss. As you swipe at this scarecrow, it, like, dodges out of the way, like, glancing your great claw off of its hardened, grassy claws.
You still have my bardic inspiration from the last one, or has it been 10 minutes?
I think it's probably been 10 minutes. Okay. You've had to walk at least, like, 1,000 feet. Well, 1,000 feet's not that far.
Gonna just roll like a d20.
Highs or lows.
Okay.
Let's go highs.
Okay.
Oh, you rolled a d20. Yeah, take it. It's yours.
Yeah. So I'll use it on the first one. It's a D6, right?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, that's a wall of text.
It's okay. Okay, so the first one would have been a 16.
16 hits.
Okay, I will roll that.
For 22, 26, 28 points of damage, your mighty Great Claw crashes through his grassy claws, striking his baggy skin-like chest and tearing a hole in it. This creature is bloodied.
All right, and then the next one will come down on it on an 18. Or another whole lot of damage.
Oh my goodness, you take 2 mighty barbaric swings at the creature, and it falls and dies.
And then I shall move the rest of my movement up a little bit, and I will call out, "We can do it!"
Ernie, it's your turn. What will you do as you see this barbaric champion tearing down your enemies?
Ernie's gonna hustle. Oh, that's not moving my character. Ernie's gonna hustle to here because that's as far as gnomes can move. Do I have sight on Big Chongus?
You definitely have sight on Big Chongus.
Ernie's gonna say, "Light him up, boys," and cast Fairy Fire.
Ooh, very nice. Hues of violet and scarlet and like neon pink rush over this creature, attempting to cling to his very fabrics. He will make his dex save. His dex is better than their dex. He will roll a 7. He is fairy fired by your spell.
He's very purple.
A very purple glow emanates from him. Excellent.
That's all.
Okay.
Okay. Harold, it comes to you. What will you do?
I walk menacingly to this edge. I will then stare down upon the thing that my bard told me to shoot, and following his orders, I will hex him with my bonus action, and give him disadvantage on strength checks.
All
Once I hit
right.
the hex. Ta-da, ta-da, there we go. Nope. There we go.
Got him.
And then I will shoot him twice at advantage with Eldritch Blast.
Mm-hmm.
He is
Excellent.
not cursed. Give me a uno momento as I leveled up, and every time I do, it resets my Eldritch Blast. There we go. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I crit, and I
You
shoot for
critically
22.
strike him.
There you
Yes, your milky white energy comes blasting out of your hands, striking this creature full in the chest. You see it like stagger backwards as like grass and seeds kind of pour out of it. It takes 21, 30, 43, 47 points of damage. You bloody the giant Chungus.
go. Nice. And that is my turn.
All right. Talise, it comes back to you. As you stand on this cliff, what do you do?
I'm going to move further up the cliff here. And I will aim at a spot in the stitching of this big guy that has been now lit up
Indeed.
with
Indeed.
my crossbow.
Oh, despite the like lit up stitching, your crossbow bolt just falls into the thick padding next to it. Your aim just ever so slightly off, and you fail to do damage to it.
And then I will drop my crossbow, pull out one of my daggers, and ignite my daggers.
Excellent. With that, the scarecrows go. This one here will race forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, up to Randall menacingly. Ah!
He will take an attack from me because Polar Master.
All right, excellent.
I think I miss.
14 will
14's
hit.
probably.
14.
It will it? Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
14's good.
20 damage.
He will take
20 lightning
20 damage. You bloody him with your great claws. He rushes forward. He tries to menace you, but with half his face missing and pouring out seeds, it's less scary than you think. This one here is going to rush forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He is going to stare at the Milkman. Milkman, you see this creature looking at you deep in your eyes. A chill runs down your spine. Make me a DC 12 wisdom saving throw.
I fail. And I, John, look down at the milkman saying pathetic, like Seymour. Unbelievable.
All right, you become paralyzed with fear as you are held in place by the gaze of this creature. The scarecrow is going to continue to try to climb up from the bottom using its athletics. This time, it is still unsuccessful. It slides down. It actually just like tumbles into a mess and falls prone off of the cliffside it was trying to climb. Oh my goodness. The big scarecrow, though, is pissed. It is going to walk up 5. It just steps up this elevation 10, 15, 20. It is staring right at you. This cliffside gives you a little bit of elevation on it, but it's such a big creature, it can reach you. And you see like a fiery brimstone in its eyes to lease as it stares at daggers at you. Please make for me a DC 15 wisdom saving throw against this creature's gaze.
Is now when I would state that I'm using my inspiration?
Please do, yes.
All right, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
That is a success, inspired by your epic looking out during the party's travel phase. You are ready to face this danger. You shake off the chill running down your spine, and the creature attacks, making 2 mighty claw attacks at you.
I just look at it and say, I am the one that does the looking.
I am the one that looks. Its first attack like rips into the cliffside near you, bringing down rubble and dirt on top of it. Its second swing of the claws, though, will find purchase, slashing in
They will
past
find
your...
purchase in my shield.
Oh! At the last moment, your Minecraft shield pops back up, its jagged edges catching the claws of this creature, and is unable to slash at you. Randall, you are now facing down this, like, bloodied and not really as menacing creature. What do you do?
I'm sorry, little scarecrow. It must be done, as I will recklessly attack it for a 14.
14, that is gonna hit.
All right. There's 16 lightning damage.
16 lightning damage. That is enough to finish the creature as your great claw just slams through it. In a crack of thunder, the fabric is torn apart. Grass and seeds spill to the ground.
I need to put this on there so that way it's easier to explain this as I fly out over here. How far down is this scarecrow?
This scarecrow is down about 10 feet. Each of these, like, ledges represent about 10 feet of, like, downward depth.
All right, I will go down 10 more feet.
Okay.
I'll go here and go down 10 feet. So I have 10 feet of movement left, and then I will slap this scarecrow a bit.
Okay, sounds good.
Let's see, it should be this one. 27.
That is a 27 that'll hit.
All right. 21 damage, 21 lightning.
21 lightning damage. So that's 68, 70, 82. You put this on death's door.
And then I will use my bonus action to slap it with the butt, the almighty butt.
The almighty butt. It strikes true. The butt of your weapon just catching the, like, would-be jaw of the scarecrow.
Excellent. For an additional 15.
For an additional
damage.
15 damage. Is that enough? All right, hold on. 21, 36, 46, 50, 97. You are 3 damage short. The creature lives.
Oh no, that will be my turn.
All right. Ernie, it comes back around to you. What will you do?
Is Harold still frightened?
I sure am.
Yep.
And Big Chongus is about to die, yeah?
Yup.
Ernie is gonna run up grab, not the ruler, grab my character, run up to Harold, slap him on the ass, cast this at first level, and say, "Hey man, stop being scared! You're the milkman! Fireball these assholes!"
Oh, nice!
And then immediately run 10 feet away so he doesn't get poisoned. That drops fairy fire.
The heroic ass slap just smacks you wide awake, Harold. You are no longer frightened or paralyzed.
We have a
Please don't
close-up
poison
on
me.
the handshake just hitting really hard. He's like, I turn around, I look down at the thing, and I quickly shoot it to hide my embarrassment.
Your milky blast crushes the head of this creature. It folds in on itself like a limp rag, all of its grass and seed spilling out as it tumbles down the cliffside and lies dead at the bottom of the quarry.
I quickly shoot the one that is still standing upright.
You have
Trying
no
to hit
need
him.
to do so. As you turn to shoot him, the milky energy forming in your hand, you see as the large scarecrow falls, so does the remaining two.
I look at the gnome.
Good bud.
Good hands there. That's a firm slap you gave me.
Not my first rodeo. Quick,
With
check
that-
their pockets.
With that, the quarry lies still and quiet. Your enemies defeated. What do the four of you do after eliminating these threats?
How big is the big scarecrow's head?
God.
You as a gnome, you could swim in it. It's like
Are we talking like tent sized?
for a gnome, maybe.
It's mine now.
Excellent.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna cut the entire head off and empty it all out, and I'm gonna turn it into a tent for future things and roll it up nice in my backpack.
Do you want to help me take this thing apart? I think this might have been some kind of golem, perhaps. And the last time we killed a golem, it had a big crystal in it that was worth a lot of money.
I just want the tent. You can have the crystal, bud.
Well, I think we'll all get it if there's even such a thing in it.
All right.
I will help you.
You begin tearing apart the grass and seeds of this scarecrow, big Chongus, opening up all of his little pouches, looking for something of value. As you do, Randall, give me an investigation check at advantage for the assistance of the milkman.
I can do that.
Excellent.
It's a 5 or no
Good
6.
thing we had advantage.
Mhm.
Good thing you had advantage.
The -2 investigation, brother.
Wonderful. So you are not able to find a whole lot in the scarecrow. It's mostly just seeds and grass, and it doesn't feel particularly good. But sure enough, in the center of it, you find a stone. It is black with veins of purple running through it, and it is most definitely not a gemstone of particular value. But you feel like an almost cold, almost scary presence emanating from this black and purple stone.
Excellent. I will
Hey, that
hold it
reminds me
unless
of
someone wants
Harold.
it. Oh, do you? Oh, here. Do you want this, Harold?
Kind of. Please, you're a mage now or something equivalent to it, right?
I guess so.
Come stand within my aura of flies and help me look at this. Come, suffer with me.
No.
If you
No,
want
take
to.
a bath.
I will continue to follow till he's yeah, talk to me about this stone, Greg.
Yeah, well, it's a black stone, almost dull, except for the purple veins that run through it. The stone is cold to the touch as you pick it up, and there's just a presence to it. There's something that raises the hair on the back of your neck and on your arms that gives you the goose pimples and like there's like I don't know if it's fear or if it's like an evil presence, but there's definitely something about that stone that makes your skin crawl.
Oh, that's what I've always been looking at it for. Through my own heresies and worshiping what I call Mom, who created me or had some hand in my creation. Do I sense any of that good juju of like death magic or some such?
I
Or is
think
this
that
like
there is some juju coming from this. Absolutely.
Okay. I'm going to put it in a special little sack within my backpack
All right.
until we can get it identified.
All right. Excellent.
Okay. This map kind of looks weird. Is there like an entrance to something here?
There
Or is this
sure
just
is an entrance to a small like almost cave in the quarry. We can show what we're talking about here. This little hole here is an entrance, almost like to like a mine. The rest of this is a quarry that is where stone is mined, but here there's like ore kind of running through some of the stone. It has been turned into like a makeshift mine quarry combo. The mine itself is very small. It looks like it was abandoned like midway through production, as if it was like being turned into a mine and then progress just stopped all at once. You can still see some old tools laying about, as well as like the beginnings of like what could be a mine track being laid. Inside of the cave itself, you will find a small cache of like goodies. There's tons of hay and grass like stacked up in a big pile, as well as some like thread, almost as if woven together from hemp, in very thin but tough strands, with big needles, probably as big as your hand, maybe as big as Ernie's forearm.
Dear God.
Yeah, yeah. And as you dig through here, John, give me a perception wisdom.
Perception? Okay, I'm gonna use my inspiration now,
Okay, please do.
making it a 14.
That is a
instead of 7.
14. You find 14 times 10, 140 gold pieces worth of trinkets and valuables. These aren't necessarily gold and silver coins, although there are some of them. But there are like mirrors and polished beads and little lockets and trinkets of just seemingly like just valuables, just stuffed at random into the grass and the seeds. And as you begin picking them out, you will also successfully find a small battered shield in the like corner of the cave. It is almost hidden behind this pile of grass. But as you are picking through it, you find this bronze shield that has like almost a serrated edge to it. But it's not purposefully so. It's just been so battered that it takes this form. But it gleams as cleanly as if just made. There is no dirt or tarnish on it.
I look to my companions to see if anyone else uses a shield. I don't think anyone does.
I think Ernie might be able to use a shield. I'm not sure.
Can I hold it? Is it bigger than me?
It is a pretty oversized shield for a small character. However, you could probably make use of it if it were magical.
Hang on, Harold, I've got an idea. But hand the shield to someone else so you don't kill me with your flies.
I will kill myself with my flies. Equip the shield to see what it does. I wish to protect my little gnomish friend. If this is cursed, he does not deserve to be cursed.
All right. You place
And I'll
the
just give him a
shield
better
on
shield.
your arm and you spend 10 minutes attuning to it. As you do, you will find that this shield is known as the Surrender. Cameras are frozen. That's no good. Why are cameras frozen?
It was me. I cursed the camera.
You cursed the cameras. Oh no.
Yeah. You guys only get to look at me now.
That's no bueno. Why
And I
don't
wish my
we...
face wasn't
Always
frozen in
moving.
such a weird spot.
Yeah, why don't we take a small break here, and we will sort out some technical issues, and we will be right back with hopefully some better cams. See you soon.
I'm waving. Bye.
And welcome back, stream, to Land Beyond the Mist. I believe our cameras are all sorted out now, and we are ready to continue our adventure. So, just as we were running into some technical issues, the party had beaten off some scarecrows and started looting their little cave inside this quarry. The creatures found... phrasing. Oh, they had beaten back.
The milkman just milked the scarecrow.
They had defeated roundly the Scarecrow Menace, and were looting. Milkman had just attuned to a battered but clean shield, and was just about to find his little information out. So, you will know that this shield is the Surrender. It is a shield that requires this attunement. It has 6 charges and regains 1d6 lost charges daily at dawn. It provides you with the following effect. When you take damage from a creature, you can use your reaction to spend a charge of the shield, launching a spectral version of the shield at whoever dealt damage to you. The targeted creature must succeed on a DC 15 dexterity saving throw or take 2d10 force damage. If all 6 charges are depleted, the shield crumples in some way and has a chance of breaking. Roll me a D100, and I will tell you whether or not it breaks. As it already has some crumple to it, you can see that it is battered and broken across much of its frame. You're unsure exactly how many times it has been used in this way and just how frail it may be.
Okay.
Greg, I have a very important question.
Yes.
During this time, can I recover my babies?
Yes.
I
How many
fired
crossbow
2
bolts did you
crossbow
fire?
bolts.
2. You may recover both.
Oh my god, that's big!
Nice.
Wonderful.
I look at the bard. Bard, can you use shields?
I don't know. Can I? Probably.
Look at your proficiencies. Tell me.
I'm playing a game, dude. Come on.
No, we do mechanics here now.
Do we? Simple weapons. Short sword, rapier, longsword. I don't have any shields. No.
Okay.
Light armor.
Yeah, that's not it. I would tell you.
You're a Valor Bard, and you can equip medium armor, shields, and martial weapons.
Yeah,
So
if you're a Valor Bard, you would
Oh.
you would have that.
Sure am.
All right,
Do you
yeah,
want
as a Valor
a-
Bard, you get it.
Do you get a +1 shield, or do you want this one? Because I can
I'll take
use
the
it.
mystery box.
All right. I hand
Be
him
anything.
the shield. There you go.
Is this the crumple
Have the
shield?
surrender.
Yes, it is called the Surrender.
I will copy paste what I quickly wrote down.
My dog is licking my keyboard. I'm sorry. I'm working.
All right. So, with
There you
the cave looted, what is the plan for you and your party here in the plains?
I think we continue on unless you guys have something else to do out here in this empty quarry.
During the 10
Oh,
minutes
okay.
that he was using to identify that, I suppose that's a short rest for everybody else.
Yes, if you would like to take those 10 minutes to short rest, you may bind your wounds, drink some water, eat of your rations. Generally, just gain your breath after that fight. You may spend any number of hit dice, up to 1/2 of your hit dice pool total, to regain HP, as well as any spells or class features associated with a short rest in the player's handbook.
Did we need to roll to determine charges on this thing now?
I have. You have 6 charges. It is a full
Okay.
charge. And I have the notes on how many times it's been used.
Cool.
Yep.
I will spend a hit die. Just kidding, 2 hit dice.
Just 2, huh?
I mean, yeah, we're fine.
All right.
Okay.
Onward.
Onward
To
you go,
Stallion's
pressing on from the Scarecrow Cave and into the plains proper once more. As you continue forward, the city of Stallion's Run comes into sight. There is now a kind of proper road that you may follow. As you travel, there are small towns and villages on the outlying settlement. You see lots of stables, lots of long, low, flat buildings, as this is an area known for their horse breeding and for the wild horses that they tame and sell back to the mainland as prized steeds. There's one particularly large manor in the back that you may or may not know as Lord Baldry's Manor. He is the most influential of the people here in Stallion's Run. Although considered a minor noble back in Rhymeview, he is the wealthiest of the horse traders here and owns the kind of largest manor amongst the population. You will remember from your talk with William Grimes that the posting was made by one Lord Baldry. You could approach the manor now, or you could spend some time in town. You have successfully arrived at your destination after about a full day's journey. You will see the sun beginning to set, the pink and orange hues over the horizon of sunset beginning to form, the town settling down for an evening as you arrive. What is your plan as you make your way into Stallion's Run?
Eat a feast. I'm very hungry.
Yes, you are, sir. Yes, you
Those
are.
berries were so tasty. Mm-mm-mm.
I hate you.
Those unethically sourced berries?
They were your trees, bro. Where'd you get your
Exactly.
unethical trees?
They're not unethical trees. It's unethical to steal from them.
Borrowed. They'll grow back, right?
Oh, no.
We all look at each other knowing what those trees are doing right now. Rotting out in the wild.
Well, guys,
I
we
will
should
say
probably
you
go
did
see
pick
what
the
we-
berries from now newly awakened sentient shrubs. They knew that you were stealing their seeds from them.
Oh boy, we made an enemy this day.
You ate their children, if you really think about it.
A little
Oh
bit.
no. I think we need to
I
go
think
hit up
we're gonna
Lord
rest.
Baldry to see what's going on or where this giant is coming from, and then maybe we could even squeeze like a little bonus out for taking care of this scarecrow problem that was nearby.
You have fun with that. I'm exhausted
All right.
and covered in dead mayflies.
As long as you
I'll be
stay
right
at
back.
least 10 feet from me, you can come eat with me.
I just turn off the cloak. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just going away.
You
All right.
chose to be covered in dead mayflies. How dare
I'm gonna
you?
schmooze it. You don't know that. Fuck you.
All right, you head out to eat and feast at a local tavern and sleep it off. While the rest of you are eating and sleeping and feasting, One Randall the Barbarian in his new mithril armor makes his way to the manor. You are greeted by some servants that are surprised to see a visitor this late in the evening. What can we do for you, Sir Knight? It is late for calling, but I am sure that we could accommodate one such as you.
Hello, I am Randall, the king of the arena. Perhaps you've heard of me.
Oh, I did not recognize you. You are so regal now. Welcome, King
Thank
of the
you.
Arena.
Normally I don't wear clothing, but I thought I would make that a special thing for meeting Lord Baldry. I've decided to take up his quest of slaying a giant or driving it off.
Oh, wonderful. I am sure that he would be happy to meet with you. We are dining at the moment, as or at least the main family is. Would you mind returning tomorrow morning?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, wonderful. I will make sure that you are welcomed. Will I be expecting any of your companions?
Yes, I'll bring 3 more with me.
3 more. Yes, we shall make sure this is done.
Excellent. Thank you, sir.
All right. Turned away from the manor, you can return to eat and feast your heart's content. Finding some food here that qualifies as a feast, I think, is going to run you a gold piece. And after you have eaten all that you can, you may spend a night in a tavern with a soft bed. With this full night's rest in a safe and secure location, you may recover all of your hit points and hit dice, as well as recover 1 level of exhaustion and 1 wound.
Love it.
Excellent.
I'll just pay for that for everyone.
Okay. Wonderful. The next morning, you make your way to Lord Baldry's estate. As you get to the main plaza, you will see a slew of attendants awaiting you. The one you spoke to last night, their head servant, bows deeply to the 4 of you and says, "Come this way, Sir Randall and his companions. Lord Baldry is expecting you." And he leads you through this kind of palatial estate. You can see horses being run in the kind of yards to the west of it. And in the manor house itself, you are walked upstairs into kind of like a private meeting area where Lord Baldry is attended to by another servant. There are glasses of wine prepared for each of you, as well as plates of like cheese and fresh fruits like grapes, finger foods like that, prepared for all of you. As Lord Baldry smiles as he sees you, says, "Ah, excellent. It is about time my posting with the Cold Iron Company was met with such regal and well-renowned companions. I have been worried that they might send someone less qualified to deal with a giant. I am relieved. What can I do for the 4 of you? How can I assist in your defeat of this menace?"
So, what kind of giant is it first? And then, do you know where it's coming from? Perhaps we can find it in its lair?
He says, "I am not one to make assumptions about giants, but my understanding is that it is a hill giant."
Excellent.
Yes. As to where it's coming from, I could not tell you. It comes from the north, I think. As what I have heard is where the giants make their homes. But it has found its way down into my wild horses. The centaurs themselves have tried to fight it off at times, but it proves to be a rather difficult menace to put down. It has been stealing wild horses and making off with them, no doubt to devour their bones. I only ask that you put this beast down or drive it away, so that the horse population remains unmolested.
We can do that. Do you know where the centaurs live? Perhaps we could help ask them for like more directions to it if we can't find it right
yes,
away.
if you wish to seek them out, you may find the centaurs in the woods east of Stallion's Run. That's where they live, but they often can be found patrolling the wild horses out here. There's a strong kinship between them and the wild horses. They are their protectors.
Excellent. I think that's all I have to ask you about the giant menace. Have your people been running into a lot of living scarecrows recently?
Living scarecrows? Can't say
Yeah,
that
that,
we
like,
have.
Jump out and assault you? We got ambushed on the road and then we used a little magic to find where they came from. They're in an old abandoned quarry south of here a couple days.
Quarry,
Or not
you
a day,
say?
a couple days, just a little bit ago.
Huh. I don't know much about a quarry. We're a city of horse traders for the most part. We raise horses, sell them off. We have some farming, of course, some hunting, gathering. But I don't know for sure about a quarry.
Well, the quarry should be on your land, so technically it should belong to you. So
I
it
like
looks
what
like
you're
it
thinking
wasn't.
there.
Looks
Perhaps
like it
we
wasn't
should-
mined out all the way.
Perhaps we should go find this quarry. Excellent.
Mhm.
Well,
We
thank you.
eliminated the big scarecrow that was making more scarecrows, but
Ernie pulls out one of the scarecrow heads. They look like this.
Oh dear, that is a frightening visage.
I took the scariest looking one. Yeah.
Yes, I can
gross.
tell. Oh, well.
I avert my gaze.
Well, little fella, you keep care of that. You could give an old man a heart attack.
no. All right, well we'll go deal with that
Hey.
giant then.
Thank you.
Anytime.
He will sit and eat his grapes and wine and cheese with you. If you have any more questions, he'll answer them. Otherwise, you are free to leave and go about your business whenever you so desire.
Yeah, I'm down to eat grapes and cheese and drink some wine with them before we
Yeah,
go find
yeah.
and harass some poor giant.
It was
Absolutely.
wise of him to only serve us food that didn't require silverware, so I couldn't pocket the silverware.
All right, you enjoy a nice meal with Baldry. He talks to you of horseflesh and of the like various steeds that he has almost prepared. The contacts that he has with the old Imperium and the prices that they pay. He speaks of all kinds of craziness.
Ugh, indeed.
Good old Baldry.
Love Baldry. Everyone needs a good
Great.
Baldry in their life, honestly.
This is conversation we're having while we're going out into the wilderness again, I suppose.
All right. So, after meeting with Lord Baldry, you have a couple of options ahead of you. Do you go meet with the centaurs? Do you go try to track down this giant in the plains? What is your plan as a party here going forward?
Personally, I think we can probably just try to go find the giant first.
Okay.
Sounds good. I'll actually buy rations if we have another travel phase.
All right. So,
Why? We had plenty of food the first time.
I hate you.
so as you set about trying to find the giant, how do you go about doing that? What does that look like? As you leave town out into the plains, leaving behind the sounds of this blacksmith shop that are playing. What do you do as you make your way out into the grassy plains, looking for this giant?
I think Randall's going to be using his like boots of flying to get up really high to get a good like look out to see if there's just a giant or to see where the horses are, because that's where the giant will show up. It should be by the horses, right?
Okay.
Or if there's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah. I like that.
it's called a hill giant. Maybe we can look for some hills somewhere out in the into the plains.
Sure. Are you looking for wild horses or are you looking for hills?
We'll go for hills.
You go for hills. Excellent. You make your way up into the sky, flying on your boots, observing the land and its topography, looking for raises in it. To the north, there are more hills than there are to the west, where there are just open plains. You can see horses running through them, but you scan for hills instead. Go ahead and give me an investigation check here.
Oh God, my great weakness. Um,
I will allow perception instead, if that is more beneficial for you.
that is much better.
Okay.
I would like to use my inspiration for this to have advantage. 12.
A 12. Excellent. You scan the hills successfully and find a like grouping of them close together that have a small entrance in the side of them. And by small entrance, it is small on the hills, but cavernous, large enough easily for a giant. And as you are scanning them, you think you see movement inside this entrance to the hill, giving you a direction for your travels.
Excellent. I'll point it out. The guys, I see a hill over there with like a cave in the side of it, a very large cave. Perhaps that is what we seek.
You go.
What language do
my
giants
noble
speak?
nuns.
Do you guys know?
I'll
Giant?
speak in giant to him.
Do you know giant?
I speak in giant to you. Yes, I know a giant.
I don't speak giant. What is he speaking giant? Does someone else
He's
speak
speaking
giant?
giant.
Okay. Thanks.
I speak inverse giant.
I'll also speak goblin to you. Do you understand this one, perhaps?
Hang on. Wait 10 minutes. Wait.
We have
wait hang on.
multilingual people here.
Just wait 10 minutes. Ritual
I can-
cast. What?
While he's casting that in 10 minutes, I will also ritual cast something. I will ritual
Okay.
cast speak with animals, and then I will talk to him as if he's an animal.
We just have a strange scene of like Randall barking at our new gnomish companion Ernie, and Ernie going, "Oh, I see. Yes, okay."
Fair point.
Fair point. Wonderful.
Indeed.
This is the scene that we have as you approach the hills. As you wander through the plains, the barking, the speaking in giant, the ritual of understanding happens. Talise and Milkman, you guys are probably just confused as hell as to everything that you're seeing happening in front of you. But eventually, you will reach the hills themselves. They are large, the biggest of the plains here. As you've headed further north for about, I would say, 4 hours or so, you are approaching the kind of northernmost reach of the plains themselves. You can see on the horizon past the hills a little bit of that like kind of frosty snow of the north. And it is here that you hear like the rumble of the earth a little bit, the clomp of giant steps as you approach the hilly cave entrance. It yawns open in front of you like a mouth ready to devour the four of you whole.
Nice.
Cool. I'm gonna cast a spell real quick.
Okay.
Because I just have some setup to do as a warlock. I'm
Are
gonna
we
cast-
sneaking in or are we not sneaking in?
Whatever we decide to do, this won't have an effect on it. This is
Excellent.
called Armor of
I want to
Agnes,
change armors if we're not don't care about sneaking.
Yeah, I don't think we care about sneaking unless you want to try to sneak in and stab a giant. No.
Nope, doesn't sound like a good plan. I want to get out of my studded leather armor and put on the tribal armor.
Okay.
All right.
And
Excellent.
then Randall will
Oh.
activate his boots of flying, and he will be flying on the ceiling while we go in. No, no one ever expects the
cloak.
barbarian inquisition.
Nobody
The
expects the flying barbarian.
Hmm.
And then I'm going to give my cloak to our rogue. This is a cloak of element of earth. As long as you're near rock and earth, you can have advantage on hide checks.
Okay, that cancels out my armor. That's going to give me disadvantage. Perfect.
Perfect.
Look at that. So maybe you can sneak around still. I think that's it for me.
All right. With your armors exchanged, the black magical aura of Agathis surrounding you, you make your way into the cave. As you do, you will see a frightful scene in front of you. As you step into the cave proper, your eyes will probably first be drawn to the giant standing almost to the very top of the ceiling, greater than 15 feet tall. It is standing before two large stone pillars, topped with golden triangular caps and inscribed in runic giant. There is a pile of dead horses in front of him, and as you walk in, you see him heft a horse up and like slam it onto the pile, as it seems to be collecting them. In the back, you see a large mat of that it is clearly sleeping on, and a pile of bones nearby that it has been eaten. The hill giant does not seem to have noticed you as you have stepped in, and you have a moment to collect yourselves. What do you do?
I will use an action to activate my radiant consumption.
Okay.
I
My
will
eyes
prepare to
begin to
beat
shimmer.
up a giant.
I'm ready to cast Fairy Fire as soon as my companions look to start making any sort of moves.
Okay.
Lining up a crossbow bolt shot.
All right, line it up. It sounds like that crossbow bolt is going to lead us into combat here. Why don't you take your shot, and we'll have fairy fire go off, and we'll all roll initiative.
Since it's not aware of me, do I have advantage?
You absolutely do. That is a 19. That will hit as the hill giant is struck by your bolt in its like kneecap. Oh, I was an adventurer like you.
Oh no!
And it will take 16 points of damage. Excellent. The magical auras of Ernie come forth through his pipes. Or his horn. He sings out the magic of fairy fire. The hill giant is on the map layer for some reason. Okay, there we go.
Uh-oh.
Now he's on the token layer. The hill giant will make a dexterity saving throw. Which it will succeed, somehow waving away the violet magics of your fairy fire, and he will roll into...
Hang on, is my DC right?
Your
your
DC should
charisma?
be 8, plus your proficiency, plus your spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Okay.
Plus your charisma.
2. So yes, because I have a profit too.
Okay, perfect. The hill giant rolls initiative.
Oh, it's so fast.
15. Excellente. Let's dump the scarecrow. Oh god, I've doubled up everybody. How could this happen to me? Okay, this is the wrong Herald. This is the wrong Talese. This is the wrong Randall.
It's the wrong me.
This is the wrong Ernie. So now we have one of each of you. Perfect. And we will add our hill giant.
Oh, as we roll initiative, I need to roll 3d6 for my tribal armor.
Please do.
12
For 12, your tribal
hit point
armor
buffer.
buffers your health. Excellent! With that, the hill giant turns to you, pain in its knee, and it roars. And Randall, you will know this to mean, you dare enter my home, I smash your bones and make bread. And it begins to charge forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It rushes you down with its maximum run, and then it will make 2 club attacks against you.
Does a 27 hit it whenever it comes within range of me?
A 27 does hit it, yes.
Alright, 19 damage.
For 19 points of damage. Wonderful. He raises his great club and he will make 2 attacks. One at Randall. With a 12, he is unable to strike you down. The second comes towards Talise as he swings his mighty club. That's a 25. It crashes into your back and shoulder as you roll through it, but you take 26 points of bludgeoning damage. Talise, it is your turn. What will you do?
Alright. I will do the wise thing and use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
And I will guess this way because there's not much map behind us. And fire another crossbow bolt at the thing.
All right. You disengage, rush past him, and as you do, you fire your crossbow bolts. The 13 will hit him. For 21 points of damage. That is 37, 47, 56. Okay.
I will drop my crossbow and pull out one of my daggers.
Excellent. Harold, it comes to you as you seeing him peppered with crossbow bolts.
I cross like so. Wait, am I in 5 feet or 10 feet of him?
This square touches him, so here within 5.
Okay. Then I wanted to move there.
Okay.
And just go 25 feet like so. I will then use what is known as my Hexblade's Curse, a tried and true method of killing men.
Mm-hmm.
It does the same stuff it did earlier.
Indeed it
But
does.
now, I will... I forgot that I leveled up, so my proficiency bonus increased, so I do 1 more damage if I hit him. Okay, I will shoot an Eldritch Blast upon his face. A 13.
13, it'll hit. Your milky energy strikes them square in the belly.
Okay. I will use my Radiant Consumption, which is activated last turn, so I guess I suffered 3 damage last turn. So let me just subtract that real quick.
Okay.
I will then shoot him. Here we go. 5. There we go. So
all right.
14.
14 more
of
points of damage.
That was a pathetic crit if it had crit. It's double ones, baby.
All right.
Since I am level 5, I got a second Eldritch Blast coming in hot.
Oh, coming in hot.
Come on.
Good thing that fairy fire landed.
Yeah, true.
Opium.
There we go. It's loading, I think. There
For
we go. and
22
18.
more points of damage as your second hand comes forward. A milky blast strikes him in the face. He wrenches back, stumbling into the cliffs behind him. He comes up bloodied from your energy strikes, and as he does so, he roars roars, you see his skin like begin to meld into like stone around him. He holds up like a stone tablet from like under his loincloth, and he like slams it into his chest as he turns into a gray, stony, armored looking giant in front of you. He interrupts your turn to turn to the flying Randall and make two great club attacks at you.
No.
Uh-oh.
The first is a 9. It is not enough.
Never punished.
The second is a 19.
No, oh, fuck you. That hits.
Randall. That's a miss?
No, it hits.
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it was a miss. I was like, I'm pretty sure your AC is
No.
18.
It is.
Okay. Please take 17 points of bludgeoning damage from the attack. All right.
All right. I will take
Okay.
8 damage.
Randall,
'cause I'm
or not
raging.
Randall, Harold the Milkman, it is still your turn.
I move slightly over so my radiant consumption will hit him at the end of my turn, dealing an extra 3 damage to him.
Excellent.
That is me. Thank you so much. I know my turns take a long time now. It feels good.
Ernie, it is your turn. You see the creature turned almost to stone in front of you and bash at Randall. What do you do?
Man, I hope this works. Cast Fairy Fire
You
one
cast
more
your
time.
fairy fire once more upon him. Which he will fail this time, becoming covered in hues of violets, purples, and pinks.
Thank God. And then I'm going to just hide behind this rock right here.
Okay. All right. Give me a stealth dexterity check.
Hell yeah. Normal roll.
An 11. Okay. You hide behind the rock to the best of your ability. Randall, you've been hovering in air, getting like slammed by this great club. The boot's keeping you up. What do you do?
I'm gonna hit him with the pointy end of my halberd. Let's see. It should be this one. I have advantage on this, so I don't have to reckless this time. 16.
A 16 will hit.
All right. There is 30 points of lightning damage.
30 points of lightning damage. Your great claw cracks him with a bolt of thunder.
And then another one. 13.
That will miss. The newly hardened skin of the creature batters back your great claw.
And then I will give him one more with the butt. 19.
A 19 hits.
Right, for 24 more points of lightning
24
damage.
more points of damage.
Nice butt, dude.
Excellent.
The butt is OP, yes.
It is very strong.
I love the butt. And that'll be my
That
turn.
will put him on death's door before your turn ends. He flies into a bloodlust and will begin swinging upon you since you are the closest person to him. He will make 2 great club attacks at advantage. The first with a 26 will strike you for 17 points of bludgeoning damage. His second, as he cries out in rage, is a... Oop, that's not with advantage. Is...
Go do it.
It's going to be a
was with
miss.
advantage.
He strikes you for 17 damage, and then like your armor just defends off his second blow. You see like a bloodlust in his eyes. Then your turn ends, and it becomes his turn. He is going to make his touch grapple attack. Randall, please give me a contest of athletics with this giant.
All right, I have advantage because I'm a raging barbarian. It's not very good
Nice.
still.
He is going to reach out and grab you. And as he does so, he looks over to Harold, and he is going to throw you at Harold like a missile at the unsuspecting warlock. He will do so at advantage with a 24. Randall, you feel yourself hurtling through the air, crashing into Harold both of you collapse in like a heap next to each other. Please take for me, both of you, 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right, I got a question.
Yes.
So, since Randall was the projectile that damaged me, is he going to suffer Armor of Agathis damage?
Yes, indeed he will.
Oh no!
Yes,
Alright, you
indeed
suffer
he
an
will.
extra 15 cold damage.
15.
Yes,
Yeah.
the armor of Agathis flies out and punishes the missile-like Randall for his impudence.
No.
Alright, I suffer 9 on top of that, so I'm at 39.
All right. With that, the creature will move. The creature doesn't see the gnome. The creature is going to move here. Wah! So it can get in between all of you. All right. Talise, it comes to you. It is your turn after seeing this display of power. What do you do?
First thing to do is to figure out how exactly scared Talise is. Talise is pretty scared.
Mhm.
So, we're going to, first we're going to use my action to try to hit it with one of the daggers that are not currently hit.
All right, so you stab at this creature with a 25. That will hit. For 18 points of damage. You bring him all but to death, but he still manages to stand.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage and get the F out of here. Hide in this little alcove where he can't reach me.
You go racing away into this alcove behind you. Wonderful. Harold, you see Talise stab and then run. The creature is like beginning to stumble about, its blood falling copiously upon the ground. What do you do?
I stand up, holding my hand in the air that was just about to cast an Eldritch Blast. But as I think about it, I see the curse around his neck, and I rip my hand into a vice as I use my other new Eldritch invocation called Maddening Hex to do 5 points of psychic damage to him, and I could have done it to Randall as well, but I chose not to.
All right, hold on. Let me do the exact math here. So this was 92, 122, 146, 149, 159, 167, and 5 is enough. Your Eldritch invocation, you grasp your hand down, the creature goes, and it falls. Give me a D8, Randall.
Yes. The D8 time. It's not
It
me.
falls back, crushing nothing behind it as it lies dead in the now still cave.
Please let that it didn't fall on my babies.
Oh, Talise. How many did you fire?
2.
2. Ooh, both of them are recoverable. Like, they're still
you're so
sticking
lucky.
in the giant, and, like, you can yank them out of his coarse hide.
After
One
losing 4 all at once in my last fight before this session.
Excellent. Yeah. You guys want to investigate around here a little bit, see what's going on?
Yeah, what's the deal with all these broken horse bodies, dude? What the
Yeah. You can see horse bodies broken by either club or fist, thrown together in a large pile of horse flesh. They stand behind a twin pair of stone obelisks covered in the runic language of the giants and capped with golden capstones in like a triangle fashion.
Ernie walks up and touches it. What do they say, Greg?
Ooh, as you cast comprehend languages, you touch them. And they say, the time of Memor draws near, sacrifices gathered in his name.
I relay that to the rest of the group. Hey guys, can you read Giant? I can read Giant.
I too can read giant.
Does
Is he saying it in
Mamor-
Giant? I can understand him now.
Does the name Mamor trigger anything within my heretical brain?
Maybe. Go ahead and give me a religion check.
Okay. I tap my circlet of intelligence, making me smarter.
Ooh.
Fuck.
I think your brain is too heretical for Memor.
This must be a
this
neutral
is a
god.
simple god from some other time. They don't interest you, and you know little
They
of
don't.
them.
Giant gods are lame, I tell myself in shame. Oh, hey, a big pile of treasure.
Indeed.
Wait, there's gold in there?
Yeah,
Yes.
go loot stuff.
Also, there's gold on the other side of Memnor's sacrifice.
So before you run in there, does anybody have the ability to detect whether these things are magical and are gonna, I don't know, like explode or shoot lasers at us or
I have
do any kinds
fireball.
of terrible things? I know you have fireball. Okay, look, we saw it. It was great.
I can counterspell it if there's
I
a
can
spell
touch them with
effect
a
that I
magical
see.
hand.
I can make fun of it.
You suffer 5 damage for starting your turn next to me. Get out.
All right,
Get
go
out of
get
the way!
treasure
I'm
then.
trying to look at the treasure.
Fine.
Oh, I thought you just walked right under Randall. You're like, ah!
Walk right back to me again. Yep.
Come here, Randall. Let me give you a hug. Buzz, buzz.
Look, I'm not telling you that I might start taking reactions to slap you, but I might take reactions to start slapping you.
All right.
I
You
guess I will-
approach the edge of the pillars. You peer past the horses. You find a pile of treasure. Amongst it, seems to be some equipment just piled up as well, almost haphazardly, as if this was of less interest than the horses to the creature that was collecting them.
Alright, the first thing I'm gonna do is I don't trust these horse corpses. Maybe they're full of, like, some sort of pestilence or something like that. I'm gonna, like, cast a mage hand and just poke some of the horse corpses, see if, like, anything starts moving.
There is little that starts moving other than like some flies, right? Like maybe they're heralds and they just migrated over to the horses. Maybe they were here the whole time. You don't really know. But when you poke the horses, they've been dead for a while, though they are well preserved, other than the injuries that they sustained while alive. It seems that something is keeping them fresh, so to speak.
Ew.
Gross.
There's definitely magic here. But there's also money.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Let's see.
So we gather up the money? No?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna grab, like, a handful of the money with my mage hand and have it try to pull it back out.
Okay, your mage hand spectrally wanders in. You see nothing until the gold begins to rise up and come invisibly through the air back to you. As it does, you collect. Your hand collects 13 gold pieces.
Yeah, and seeing nothing bad that happens to it.
Before you say that, as you collect the 13 gold pieces, you see the pillars like begin to light up a little bit. The gold kind of glows and shines, and I need you to make me a DC 15 wisdom saving throw.
We aren't great at those.
Okay.
We are great.
You feel something pressure like pulling at your body, but you shake it off and you feel the like pressure dissipate and leave you be.
What I'm hearing is nothing bad happened.
That is true.
So we see these runes start to light up a little bit. Can we try to break the runes on this? Can we like scratch the runes out to maybe hopefully break it?
Oh, okay. You want to scratch the runes out, not break the pillar?
Well, if it looks like the magic came from the runes, then I would scratch the runes out. But if it's like the pillar itself, then we could try to break the pillar.
I would like to help out because
Yeah.
I am a genome, and I have this button that tells me that when I inspect things,
Ooh, very nice.
I get
okay.
double some things.
Using the artificer's lore, you sit there and begin to scratch out the runes on the pillar. As you do so, Randall, go ahead and... Well, actually, why don't we have... I'm sure you're not particularly intelligent. Why don't we have Ernie make us a Arcana intelligence check? And I will give you advantage from your Artificer's lore and Randall's assistance.
Nice. About a perfect 20.
A perfect 20. You scratch off the runes. You know that you have succeeded in deactivating these symbols. They will no longer function going forward. But as you do this, you do feel that same pressure pull down upon you. Go ahead and make me a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Sure.
Good luck.
Ah,
You are cursed. This is the giant's curse. You are going to lose 4 strength, 4 dex, and 4 con.
Oh no! Oh
Yeah,
no!
I'll
heal over.
I'll do that right now. That brings me down to a 4 strength. You said strength, dex, and con?
Strength, dex, and con.
Brings dex down to an 11, and con down to a 5.
All right.
Oh, yes.
Everything's fine. Nobody panic.
Nobody panic.
Yeah.
The pillars are now deactivated, though. You know for a fact that no one else will need to make these saves.
Ernie just turns and throws up. Guys, I think we're good.
Oh god,
See,
it's
nothing
all
bad
blood.
I'm gonna go lie down. And I walk toward the giant's bed, which I was gonna inspect at some point anyway.
All right.
I will assist our cursed friend, mostly because I knew this shit was gonna happen. There was gonna be a curse on him one point.
I'll fly up and take the gold off of the capstones from both of these.
Oh, hang on. Shadow, with the call out, I do have advantage on that save, so can I not
Oh,
potentially
yeah.
be dead?
Go ahead and make me
Oh.
another wisdom save.
Oh, he did it.
Shadow, I love
You had a vision of this curse happening to you. You were certain that you were going to be terrible. You throw up, and then you feel better. Oh, that anxiety's gone. Everything's okay.
All right,
Back
I'm
to
not
8.
following him then because I'm
15.
no longer interested in this uncursed file. How dare you?
All right. Wonderful. You fly up, you take the gold capstones. You can ransack this treasure. The treasure is going to be 200 gold pieces worth of valuables in total. That includes the 13 that you pulled out previously. You also are able to find some interesting items inside. You find an amulet that hangs on a golden chain. Excuse me. You find an amulet that hangs on a golden chain that is a representation of a heart that is gilded in pink gemstones and gold.
Like an artistic heart or a
Like an artistic heart, not
realistic?
like
Oh,
a
gotcha.
actual human heart, yeah.
Disappointing.
You know, the one that's shaped like a butt.
Hell yeah. An item for me, perhaps.
Oh, wonderful. You will also find a case of 4 potions, each of them a boiling red. You will also find You will also find a pair of gloves. They are heavy, like leather. Like they have weights in them, and they have extra little metal plates in the knuckles of the gloves. They are otherwise unmarked and are treated to be dark black.
Nice.
And that is all of the treasure here gathered by the owner.
I'll ask Harold to help me out with this giant corpse, because as you know, giants are worth quite a lot of money. I will
cloak of flies then to actually assess you.
I will hand you this giant book, holding it open so you can read it, so you can figure out what all is harvestable and how best to do it.
I read the book. What does it say about hill giants? And
yes, go ahead and make me a survival wisdom check at advantage. Your DC is going to be 13.
I hand it back to the barbarian. Read this.
Oh, you want me to read it? Okay, got it. At advantage 15?
15. You know that hill giants carry a bag with them. It is taped inside their loincloth. And there are D4 items in a giant's bag. Go ahead and roll me a D4.
Don't roll 2. Don't roll 2. Don't roll 2.
I think we leave this to our new gnome companion. Roll me a D4, buddy.
Got you, bud. Oh God, I think I grabbed the wrong bag.
You know what you find in that bag.
Oh no.
You find 2 potions.
Oh, thank God.
Excellent.
Both of them are black.
Delicious.
Oh. Potions of ink. How unfortunate.
Tar.
You also know that hill giant toes have no immediate use, but are sought by as trophies by hunters and can be sold for a decent price to collectors or admirers. This would require having the ability to sell exotic materials with the Whitewater Merchants League.
I think I can do that.
Okay. You also know that from the book that the hill giant heart can be carefully crafted by an alchemist into a potion of hill giant strength.
Anyone know any alchemists?
No, but I know where to sell it.
Okay. Well, let's start harvesting, Chief. I hand you my wire cutters or whatever tools we're using here. Like that. Yeah.
Yeah, can we harvest these parts then?
Absolutely. Roll me 2D. Roll me 1d10 for toes, and roll me a survival dexterity check for taking the heart out.
Okay.
You collect
so
8 toes.
Then survival. So it's going to be a +5 either way. 19 for the survival check for the heart.
19 is a success. You successfully get 1 hill giant heart.
Excellent.
Yes. All right. Ernie, you were checking out this hill giant mat. What were you doing with the mat?
Everyone knows all the good stuff's hidden under the covers and under the bed.
You whip it open and look underneath. Underneath, you find like mud and gunk and like slime from the like sweat of this hill giant that has seeped into the ground. But amongst it, you find a ring.
Ooh. Ernie puts it on immediately.
All right.
no.
You put on this ring. The ring is.
Come on, shake off another curse. Let's go.
The ring itself, like fills you with vigor as you put it on. It is a green-rimmed band of silver that is otherwise unadorned. And as you put it on, you feel good. Immediately, you regain 1d6 hit points.
Nice.
That's
I'm at full.
super good.
Hey guys, I found this cool ring.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm pretty sure it's not cursed.
Not at
Nice.
all.
Other than that, over here the mat is relatively nothing. There is a pile of bones that seem to have teeth marks. There is like plenty of old food from the ogre's meals just piled up there. There are barrels in the back, two of which lie empty, and another one is closed. As you pry it open, you see that it is filled with rainwater. It seems to be what the ogre was either using to drink or wash themselves. Nah, ogres don't wash themselves. Probably to drink.
Excellent. Is there anything else you guys want to do in here?
Horses didn't have any, like, they were all wild horses, right? None of them were owned by a person and would have had
These
any
are
like
wild
markings
horses,
or things.
correct.
Ernie's out of
I
ideas.
think we're good. Yeah. Let's report our success and get fucking paid.
All right.
Hell yeah.
You leave behind the cave of the hill giant. It fades behind you quickly as you press on another 3 or 4 hour walk to the city of Stallion's Run. And sure enough, you will arrive without any encounters along the way. Congratulations to the 4 of you. You have gone out, completed your mission, and returned to civilization. We will begin wrapping up the session here, unless there's anything particularly pertinent that you want to do in either Rhymeview or Stallion's Run.
I don't have anything too pressing, but I think when we report that we succeeded, we'll ask the Lord if he checked out that mine, and maybe there might be like a small side reward for like discovering a quarry for him.
Roll me a persuasion charisma check, Randall.
Oh, why is it always me?
You're the ideas guy.
I am apparently. D14.
That's a 14. That's not bad. He says, yes, I did check that out, and I think technically I could lay claim to those lands. Yes, I think a finder's fee of 50 gold pieces is in order.
Excellent. We shall add it to our small loot pile.
Excellent. All right.
And maybe we'll give him the giant wasn't eating the horses, he was trying to sacrifice it to some kind of like giant god.
Oh dear. A giant god. Does that mean there'll be more to replace him?
I think Mamor is going to replace him.
Yeah, Mamor is the name of the god, so you might want to have someone look up what that is. We destroyed the like
he
altar
nat 20s
thing
his
that he had.
religion check. He's like, Memor, the trickster god of the giants. Oh dear, that is not a good sign at all for our horses. We shall have people inspect this immediately.
I'll let them know that we destroyed like the altar thing that they had going.
That can
Hopefully
only
that'll
be a
stop them
good
for a
thing,
while.
right?
Of course. Destroying false idols can only be a good thing.
Only be a
Watch
good
out.
thing.
Watch out for curses.
Okay.
Those
Yes.
pillars aren't cool.
Yes, Memor is well known for his trickster ways. A curse sounds right up his alley. Well, very good. You have succeeded with flying colors. I shall make sure that the Cold Iron Company pays.
Thank you. Well, I think we're on our way now. You have a wonderful day, sir.
All right. You as well. With that, I think we will wrap up. I will add up all the gold pieces and experience for you and give you guys your reputation rewards. While I am doing that, why don't we give the opportunity for all of you to have some shout outs? Tell people what you're doing, where they can find you outside of the stream here, and just, anything you got going on. Let us start in, I guess, the same order we did intros with Rumproar.
Hey guys, I'm Rumbleroar. I didn't die. Suck it, Temmer. I stream sometimes. You can find me there. I just got a new computer, so I'll be streaming more. This was fun, boys. Watch out for Ernie. He'll get you. That's it. John, take it away. Or Charlie, take it away.
Screw you, John. It's my turn. Hey guys, you'll catch me probably here on Greg's stream. Occasionally, you'll hear me talking mad trash in Rumble Roar's lobby when he's streaming, because Fallout is fun actually, and hopefully it doesn't crash his computer anymore now that he has a new one. Yeah, I always have an enjoyable time out here, running around and doing crazy stuff.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. Why don't we turn it over to Corin?
Yeah, so I just started a show on Apollo Nick's channel where John is DMing us through Age of Sigmar Soulbound, which we've had our first session. It was pretty fun. So if you guys want to come hang out with us on Friday evenings, that'd be awesome.
Awesome. That sounds great. And lastly, but not leastly, John DM, where can we find you?
Guys, I am Magnitudes, big and strong. My name is John Dungeon Master. You can find me now mostly at twitch.tv/Apollo_NIK. Doesn't roll off the tongue as well as some people would expect, but Apollo_Nick is where you can find me and Greg on Wednesday nights, where we play competitive Sherlock Holmes investigation. It's very similar to Among Us, if you are familiar with that. It's also set in space, but it just so happens that I am always the imposter, so it's kind of anti-fun as well. There you go.
The clown imposter specifically.
He's not really a clown anymore. He got plastic surgery, stopped painting his face.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Does that stop making someone a clown?
He's a clown at heart, maybe. All right. Well, thank you very much for your shout outs. Let me hand out some rewards, yes? Please take 155 gold pieces each. 155 gold pieces each. You will also receive 1,050 experience points each. 1,050. In addition, you are rewarded.
No.
Huh?
125 short of level 5.
Oh! In addition, you will be rewarded with +10 reputation with the Cold Iron Company, as well as +5 reputation with Lord Baldry and Stallion's Run.
Okay. You said 5 with Lord Baldry?
Yes.
Hey, Charlie, can you go ahead and subtract 90 gold?
No. Fuck you. It's my 90 gold now.
You're gonna give me my 90 gold back. You son of a bitch. So you're gonna have
take it
that
over.
half plate. That half plate's on the loot table now, baby.
Is it? Did anybody want any of the toes or the heart, or can we sell that and add that to the gold?
I already sold the toes. Do
did?
you want
Okay.
to sell the Hill Giant Heart as well?
I don't have a use for a potion of hill giant strength.
Okay.
So unless somebody else wants it specifically, we can probably sell it.
Delete.
Okay.
So
The Hill Giant Heart, through the merchants, will grant each of you an additional 25 gold pieces each.
nice.
I will
How
take
much?
that off of our loot table.
25 extra.
Yep, 25
25.
extra. Yep, so that would be 180 total.
Oh.
All right. With that, we have some items to give out before we close the stream entirely. What I've been doing recently is reading all of them off, giving you their details, and then we will, excuse me, and then we will roll D100s or lay claims to them as needed for handing them out. So, the first item that you found is the Hag's Soul Stone. The Hag's Soul Stone is the gem, the black gem with the purple lines running through it. This contains the soul of an evil creature. With it, you can cast the Fear spell once per day. And you may also use it to create or summon the evil spirit from the stone. Every time you do, there's a 50% chance that the evil spirit is freed and will disobey you. On the 50% that it doesn't, it is commanded by you and strictly obeys your orders. You have full control over the spirit inside. The next item that you found is the Surrender. This is a magic shield. It does not grant you additional AC, but as we talked about before, it has 6 charges, regains 1d6 charges daily at dawn. When you take damage from a creature, you can use your reaction to spend a charge of the shield, launching a spectral version at whoever dealt damage to you. The targeted creature must succeed on a DC 15 Dex saving throw or take 2d10 force damage. If all 6 charges are depleted, the shield will crumple, and has a chance to break D100. You know that there's already a number of uses that have come off of it, but I have that secretly. The next item is the amulet that you found in the magic treasure. This is the presence of Chela, is how I have it spelled. This magical item is the heart amulet that you found. The presence of Chela, it requires attunement, and while attuned, your hit point maximum is decreased by 2 for each hit dice you have. You then gain the same amount as temporary hit points until you take off or unattune this item. The next are 4 boiling red potions. These boiling red potions are 4 potions of fire resistance.
Oh.
The next item that you found were gloves. These heavy leather gloves are considered the face breakers. While wearing these gloves, you gain +1 to attack and damage rolls when making unarmed attacks, and your unarmed attacks count as magical for the purposes of overcoming resistance and immunity. The gloves have 5 charges and regains 1d4 +1 expended charges daily at dawn. When you make an unarmed strike using these gloves, you can expend a charge to deal an additional 2d8 bludgeoning damage.
Those are good. Holy
Yeah.
cow.
Monk hands? Hell yeah.
1d8 or 2d8?
2d8.
Cool.
The base damage is 1d8, and then the charge is an extra 2d8. Right?
That's not what I heard.
There's no change to the damage of your unarmed strikes other than it being a +1.
Okay.
But you can expend the charge to do 2d8. The 2 black potions are 2 potions of false life.
Those are really good.
The Hill Giant Heart was sold, and you found a Ring of Regeneration.
Hog.
Hog indeed. So let's go back to the top, and we will determine who gets what item. The Hag's Soul Stone. is up for grabs. Would anyone like to lay claim to the Hag's Soulstone?
I'm an evil guy, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna lay claim to it too.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Anyone, get in here.
Sounds like those are the only two claimants I see. Let's get D100s from Corin and John.
He wins.
Talise, please take the Hag's Soulstone. Would anyone like to lay claim to the Surrender, the magic shield?
Sure.
He can have it.
Good item.
Yeah, I already made a button for it.
Nice. All right. It sounds like you're the only claimant. Go ahead and take the Surrender. Would anyone like the Presence of Shayla?
I'm not sure I quite understood what it did. When do I get the temp HP for that?
When you put it on. It's temp HP. So basically, you don't have to heal that hit points, right? Temp HP will come back. Oh, did I not say the temp HP comes back on any short or long rest?
There we go.
There you go. So that temp HP acts as a buffer that doesn't require like magical healing or natural healing.
I have no interest in it.
Okay.
We can set that off to the side to maybe donate if nobody wants it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Who
I
are
mean,
you going to
sounds like
donate it to?
something- Sounds like something the Cold Iron Company would be interested in.
Why don't we send it off to our boy Lord Baldry?
Yeah.
As a hey,
We heart
So
you.
this is for like reputation. So do you want rep with like the main factions? I don't know what exactly Lord Baldry's rep can be used for exactly.
so let's increase that. Min-max the hell out of Lord Baldry, right?
I think I heard one for Cold Iron. I'm for Cold Iron. What do you want,
We're
Corin?
throwing in cold iron then.
All
Yeah,
right.
for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
You donate that to the Cold Iron Company. Please take an additional 5 reputation with the Cold Iron Company. There are 4 potions of fire resistance. Would you like to split them 1 each?
Yeah. That seems
Sounds
reasonable.
good.
I don't need one, so if you guys want to each roll to see who gets 2.
I think we
I'd
can do
give
that.
it to Lee's. Or I don't want a second one. I don't have a use for it.
I'll just use the one. Take it to Lee's.
Okay,
All right.
if you guys say so.
Please take 2 potions of fire resistance, and 1 will go to the Milkman, and 1 will go to Ernie. Would anyone like the Face Breakers? Yes. All right. Rumble's in on it.
Riley,
Sounds
are you not
like
going in on the face breakers?
No,
I
no.
guess you
my
have the
weapon-
crazy ass sword, right?
Well, I have. I'm specialized for like polearm, so it's just where I'm at in life at the moment.
all right. Hey,
Face breakers.
Ernie, looks like you're uncontested. Go ahead and take some face breakers. There are 2 black potions of false life. Would anyone like to lay claim to the potions of false life?
I would like at least 1.
Okay.
What are those
I will
potions do?
step out.
Gives you temporary HP, I think, right?
Yeah. It's 1d4 plus your spellcasting modifier, I think. Or 1d4 plus 4. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've casted it.
Yeah, let me see. It's
It is a.
D4
They're
plus 4.
right. It's just a buffer of temporary HP.
Yeah, it's just them.
Sure, I mean, I'll roll in on 1 again.
Okay. Ernie, are you interested in these at all?
I really want the ring, so I'm not going to greed it out because I've already gotten a bunch of shit. So I'll hold out for the ring.
Okay.
You should roll for it. Do it.
Sounds
We know
like
we're
we're
all
going to
gonna
go
roll for
1
that
potion to each of you, or do you want both of them, Corin?
No, I'm fine.
All right. We'll do 1 to Talise and 1 to Randall. And last but not least, we have a Ring of Regeneration. I assume that all 4 of you are going to be interested in this.
Luck,
I
boys.
definitely am.
All right. D100s all around. Highest takes it.
Let's
He has
go.
Oh,
He's a
incredible.
monster.
All right. Ernie, please take a ring of regeneration. And with that, we have come to the end of our stream today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. Hopefully you can check me out tomorrow. I will be doing the Fellowship of Souls campaign, which has been pretty fun. Sunday night, my time, 7 p.m. Pacific. If not, have a great rest of your day, night, week, whatever it may be. And I will see you next time. Peace, everybody.